Hello out there, and welcome to the Abomination Vaults. I am DM Steve, and we are on episode 2 of our Ruins of Gauntlight playthrough. So say hi to my as of yet still unnamed crew. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you to all the people who actually took the time to check us out this last week. We had a pretty sizable number of people who watched our video on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. Even people that were kind enough to take me up on my offer of saying, point out some of the stuff we did wrong. So I learned a bit about Pathfinder this last week, and I will be happy to apply that to our combats going forward. So thank you. I believe it was Ronald SF. I don't know if that's Street Fighter or San Francisco or something completely different, but thank you. Could be, yeah.
San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, before my last hobby before I came into tabletop was Street Fighter, so I think SF is always Street Fighter in my mind.
Spent a lot of time in the arcade.
Oh my god, so much. I think probably half of my college experience was in the arcade. Yeah, and then everything, transitioned to home. But we are not here to necessarily talk about Street Fighter, although I would love to talk about Street Fighter. We're here to play some Pathfinder. So who's been itching for Pathfinder all week? Because I know I have.
This
Yep.
guy right here.
Yep.
It's good.
I'm ready to witch it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think without further ado, because we only have a 3-hour time slot, I want to get going on this content. Let's go straight into our intro video, and we're going to hit the ground running here on the Abomination Vaults. We'll see you in just a minute.
Woo!
The lumber town of Otari, with its storied past and a fair share of sinister secrets, has been fairly quiet in recent decades. Over the 400 years since its inception, the surrounding area has been the launching pad for many famous adventurers, and as a result, most of the ancient ruins have been fully explored, much of their mysteries already solved. But when the mysterious Gauntlight, an eerie landlocked lighthouse, begins to glow with a baleful light, the people of Otari suspect it's an ominous prelude to sinister events. The call goes out for a new band of heroes to save the day. Those heroes are Aurelia Cartus,
Come here, take a shot.
Halarmony Higgins,
Can I play something for you?
New Lara,
Hey, I know that it's scary, but you have to get up. Okay? Take my hand. Ugh, very good. Let's go.
Elanir Terran,
The stars have shown me your fate.
The time has come to enter the Abomination Vaults, Ruins of Gauntlight. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. We made a few tweaks from last week in adjusting audio levels and adding some new artwork in there. It gets me excited to play some Pathfinder. So, last week, our group of unnamed associates made their way from the, coalesce, you joined each other in the service of Rin Savinsky, who had seen in the stars that your fate was tied to the fate of the entire region. And the 4 of you are destined to become heroes, although some of you might embrace that more than others. I'm not entirely sure. She asked you to go north just a short jaunt north of the town of Otari to check out the Ruins of Gauntlight, a ancient landlocked lighthouse that has been picked clean by adventurers over the course of the hundreds and hundreds of years it's been lying dormant, and lately is mostly ignored. However, legend has it that when the lighthouse glows, terrible things are on their way, and though nobody else seems to have noticed, Rin says she has seen it in her dreams and the stars that the lighthouse is glowing, and she has sent you guys to investigate. You have trekked north and made your way to the ruins, and so far you got into a fight with a weird creature living in the water called a slurk, I believe it was called. Am I correct on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And then went in the front door and was attempted to be tricked by some weird gremlin skinned looking people who then opened up with a short combat. One of them ran away across a vine and disappeared into the next building over. And that was the last thing we did. So you guys are currently at the entrance to the ruins. So I am going to go ahead and pop you guys over to the new updated map. Fancier graphics. I spent a lot of time this week getting the higher res images that I could and overlaying all my own custom room legends and all the dynamic lighting and stuff. So
Someone might be on the wrong layer.
no.
Just so you know, Steve, I'm in 2 places at once.
Are you? Where's your other token?
Aurelia is a clone.
No, because I use your token as a checker for oh yep, there we go. To check, like, I had to grab a token just to like view the dynamic lighting, you know? And you were the lucky winner, Aurelia.
Nice.
How lucky I am.
So yeah, you couldn't see this last time, and you technically, even though you're pinging this token because you can see it, it's not on the wrong layer. It's just you can't really see it from the angle you're at. So ignore that it's there.
Okay. Ignore what?
Exactly. That's what we call roleplay.
Oh, and that's why I get a hero point. Thank you, Steve. You're so kind.
Yes, you're right. Everyone take a hero point.
Oh, amazing.
Wait, so we have 2 now?
No.
No.
He was just messing with us. We always have one at the beginning.
You
of the
start every session with 1 hero point, and you may or may not unlock more hero points during the course of that session.
But
So-
it has to be used during that session. The one that you get at the beginning, it goes away.
Exactly. You always go back to the to 1 hero point at the beginning of the next session. So it's not like a cash them in, save them like inspiration. Use it or lose it. Okay, let me just get this. Perfect. So, combat has ended. What would you guys like to do next?
Should we rush after that, I don't fucking know, thing that just climbed out of the vines?
Let him be. I'm sure that he'll come back if he wants to pick a fight again.
I wonder if it's gonna call some backup.
Oh, most definitely.
Or should we start moving then, or?
We have 2 choices from here. We can try and climb up, but that seems difficult. I doubt we're going to be able to get across the little rope thing that it used to get across. But we can go deeper in through the drawbridge, or we can... there's that other path over here that we saw when we were fighting the swamp creature.
Yeah, so if you look at this, it's hard to tell in like a 2D thing, but this is basically like a moat that goes around the whole thing. And this ledge that you can see the opening on, it's probably about like 10, 15 feet up. So it's not like an easy just step onto it. It would be like a climb to get up. You could like walk directly under that thing if you wanted to.
Did anybody bring a grappling hook?
Let me go and check my backpack really quick.
even without a grappling hook, this wall, like, you know, over here goes up to it. So you could just go to there and climb up the wall and get over. So it's not impossible to climb, but it's basically like, you know, sieging a castle or a small keep.
I have a rope, and that's it. Do you want me to tie you up? No? Okay.
Where's the wall? I'm trying to. I had to go outside.
Nulara stumbles in because you're the last one inside.
While everybody's checking this out, I'd like to take 10 minutes and use focus.
Okay. Focus. Yeah, just like a 10-minute downtime.
Yep.
Okay.
And I want to do that.
Is there anything else you guys want to do for that 10 minutes?
I'm gonna show my rope and the spike snare. Maybe we could fashion. Elenir, what do you think? Maybe we could fashion this into a grappling hook? And then I look at Aurelia. You guys are the inventors here.
Let's go over the drawbridge, actually.
Hmm.
From there, it'll connect to that section if I'm reading the shape of this keep correctly. And then he kind of points, and I'll draw on the map with an arrow. And down, like that. Like he thinks, he's just guessing, but he thinks there's a way to get into that section just by going around.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So then that would mean moving up through the entrance and checking these double doors. Again, remember this room, there's like broken chairs, a little bit of broken furniture. It used to have this whole like netting plank canopy above that Nulara has jumped up and completely cut down. One good slash, like it's like hanging down on one side. So like, you know, the roof's gotten a lot smaller here. And again, you're stepping over these like little piles of like gray mounds. The whole place stinks quite a bit. And so we come to the door. What are your guys' current like exploration actions?
I will be scouting ahead.
Okay.
I am keeping an eye out for any traps or enemies.
Okay.
So that's a search action. I'll do an investigate action.
Okay. And then
So in respect to that, that would be me looking for clues about if there are like ways that to see if like they came this way or not, like, or if they only use the rope bridge. Because
right.
For investigate, it's specific. Wow, I can't say that word. Looking for clues.
Okay. And Hal?
I would like to detect magic.
Okay. You're on detect magic watch. Perfect. Okay. So as Nulara kind of opens this door, it like gives very, very easy. It's not locked. And as you like open off, you can see the drawbridge, right? So the wooden drawbridge, its timbers gray with age and decay, spans the 20-foot gap between the outbuilding and sprawling ruin on the island. Rusty iron chains hang from the ruin's northern wall to the drawbridge's southern side. The chains look ready to fall apart, giving the drawbridge structural integrity an extra layer of dubiousness. And so, looking like as you're kind of looking at this, Elenir, there doesn't appear to be any signs of actual use on this bridge. So you're pretty sure that nothing comes this way. For Aurelia, what's your perception?
Perception is a +4, so I guess I don't know if there's a passive thing.
No, but I did. So what I did is I did secret rolls, and then I apply your perception to that roll to see what you find. In this case, what you notice is this bridge looks very like it's obvious to almost everyone, but this bridge looks very, basically very unstable. You're not entirely sure if it could actually support much weight.
New Lara, I must advise you to take a step back and maybe reassess what we're doing here.
Whoa there.
Looks
Yeah.
mighty unstable.
It does. I mean, we tried it earlier. We could wade through the swampy waters. Or test our luck with this bridge. What do you guys think?
Well, here's the thing. We've seen this. We've seen the other way up near the moat. We could actually just take a walk around the fort, see if there's another easier way in. We're just assuming there's the one way. This thing has been here a long time. Maybe a wall has crumbled on the other side and we don't know.
I think one thing too, as you're sitting here talking and you're spending your time like searching it, Aurelia, you actually start to notice like through a bit of the decayed wood, it almost looks like somebody has gone and like intentionally cut a lot of the wood beams on the bottom enough that it'll give if enough weight's put on it.
Looks like a inside job. Not sure if that's the right way to put it, but looks like someone intentionally sabotaged this bridge.
They're keeping us out. I wonder why. Well, so should we head out of this if we're not using the drawbridge?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
don't feel comfortable going this way.
it would be like, it'd
Fair,
basically be like just under, I believe it's about like an 8-foot drop to the moat below. Maybe not quite even that much. It's probably like 3 or 4 feet above the water, and you know the water's about 4 feet deep. So it's about 8 feet from the bridge to probably the bottom of the pond.
I don't mind getting my feet wet as long as it's by choice, but if they've, as you said, Aurelia, sabotaged the bridge, they may have put something underneath it to hurt you or anybody who falls in. So I don't trust it.
That's a very good point, Elanir. I thank you for that input.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are.
Can I see that in the game?
No, so like what the same thing I was explaining to Jordan earlier. Like the angle it's at, you wouldn't actually be able to see it from out here
Because he's behind a.
because he's got this like wall sort of covering him. So from this
Yeah, he's
angle,
elevated, too.
and it's up high. So yeah, even though the token's on the board, you guys can't see it. And again, that's what we call roleplay.
Elanir comes back. He says, "Well, I think there's a break in the wall over here. We might be able to get in without having to worry about climbing."
Lead the way. Well, I'll be right beside you. I'll be jogging right next to you. You're so fast.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you kind
he's
of
an
come.
elf. He's got an extra 5 feet of movement. Yeah, so he like points across the water.
The one thing you notice too here, looking at this water, especially to come up at the edge of it, it seems much deeper on this end. So it's instead of just like waiting at that, like over on this edge, it's basically like a full on swim.
Yeah, but does this look like 5 feet here?
Yeah, roughly 5 feet.
All right. So I would like to go across.
Okay.
What is there a check I need to do? How does this work?
I believe I believe that like you can jump short distances fairly easily, right? So let's see. Because I know jump's like an action you could take.
Yeah, I think it's based on strength, which is not his strong suit.
So the leap move action allows you to move 10 feet horizontally if your speed's at least 15 feet.
Wicked.
You land in the space where your leap ends, so like you can basically clear, if your speed is at least 15 feet, you can clear a 5-foot gap.
Wicked.
And
I
if your
jumped.
speed is 30 feet, you can clear a 10-foot gap. So yeah,
I
you
jump.
you can all jump across that without too much issue.
Yeah, from here to here, it's only 5 feet. So we just got to take a turn.
Yep. Yeah. There's no issue at all. So you all line up and just do like a little leap across the moat. and come right up on that side. And like you said, as you approach, you can see that the walls appear to be crumbling. Are we keeping the same sort of actions as before? There's still nothing pinging on your detect magic, Hal.
Okay.
Actually, let me check something. Detect magic. It's the 30-foot range, right? But it doesn't say anything about being blocked. So as you kind of jump the moat, you probably would like have done like a little bit of your detect magic right before and after. You definitely, as you're jumping the moat, you get a ping of something magical.
Within?
I don't think all you get is the presence or absence of magic. You don't get any direction or anything like that. So in this case, you are aware that something magical is within 30 feet of you as you jump that moat.
Okay. I will let my party know we jump across this and my magic sensors go off.
Yep. So this is what you see as you guys kind of come up to this room. So you finally get aside the whole side of the wall. The whole wall is like completely like crumbled. You're able to slip in. So piles of rotting timber and loose stones lie in heaps throughout this large hall. You can't see the full thing yet, so I can't. It has like a whole description, but you can't see it. It's like clumps of moss and tangled vines spill down from gaps in the wooden ceiling above each pile of rubble. Several doors lead out to all sides, most barely clinging to their hinges and frames. Debris completely blocks... Oh, you can't see that from this angle, so don't worry about it. Here and there, the stone wall bears scars of fire or damage from the ancient battle. I think it wrote this assuming you're coming in the front door. But as you guys are kind of approaching and you're peeking in from the outside, there's a group of these...
The hooligan. No,
There's a group of these guys at the end of the hall, and they're almost in a circle, and you can see they're crowded around like this weird kind of giant maggot thing that's like crawling around the pile, and you can see them all like kind of like yelling things at it, and they are all speaking in Undercommon,
which I know.
Yeah, they're basically telling it commands like, like go over there, climb on that pile, dodge, roll to the side, like they're training a Pokemon kind of.
Oh, dope. Where's Nurse Joy?
And so let me see what are these guys' perception. Great. So I think from here, as you come into view of them, since none of you guys were actually doing like any sort of like stealthy maneuvers, like I don't think there was like the hide actions or anything like that. I think that's one of the things you take. So I think as you move into the hall, one of them in the back here kind of looks up and locks eyes with you for like a second, Nulara. And like their eyes like go wide, and he turns and points at you, and it says squishy bite, and he points it at you. And we're gonna roll initiative.
All righty then, let's do this.
It called me squishy?
No, they're calling the thing squishy.
Wow, guys.
Like squishy bite, right? Like go squishy, go bite.
Yeah, you sound like he was commanding his pet to bite you.
Yeah, they're calling the maggot squishy.
And don't forget to add 1 to your initiative because of the scouting.
Oh, was someone
I got
scouting?
a natural 1. Yeah, I was.
You were scouting. Cool. You got a natural 1, and I think maybe you came around the corner, and the fact that this guy was looking back at you, and like you weren't expecting it, and seeing this maggot, maybe it caught you off guard for just a second. I don't know. I don't know how you can be scouting ahead and get the last initiative. It's kind of funny.
I tripped.
Dice are fun.
Okay, so that's our order.
I'll give this color another chance.
All right, Elenir, you are first up in the initiative order.
All right. Let's see here. Oh man, they are far away. Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't know I was going first. Let me look at this real quick.
You got a decent roll, right? Yeah, you got a 23. Well, your roll was 18. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so Elanir takes his move action. So he's gonna step or stride.
The stride action, okay.
He gets up next to
So
Nulara.
also this space here, all with all the rubble, it's all difficult terrain.
Okay, cool. Yeah. He's got 30 feet, so that's not a problem.
Right.
And in Pathfinder, allies can go through each other's spaces, so he knows he's not blocking off the area, but he stops. He puts a hand on Nulara's shoulder and does the same thing he did last combat.
Which is?
Nudge Fate.
Okay.
So you get a +1 status bonus for attack rolls, skill checks, and saving throws. And then he's holding his bow in his right hand, and he removes his hand from Nulaya's shoulder and then pulls an arrow out of his hip quiver and takes a shot at this guy.
Okay. This guy right in the front. Go for
actually,
it.
this guy's way closer. Because I didn't even see this guy until I got up there.
It's true. Actually, the interesting thing about looking into that room, all you would see looking into that room is a giant pit. It's like a pit.
Oh, that goes down. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Then he would still. Okay. He's going to attack that guy in the front.
Right.
And my short bow has 60-foot range, so this will be with no disadvantage or anything.
Okay.
Wow, natural 2.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That unfortunately misses.
Yep. Move, spell, attack, turn over.
Yep. Okay. Up next, the giant maggot, aka Squishy, who is really far from you guys. So actually, does he have? No, he has no special kinds of movement. So he slithers. He takes a stride action and slithers there, and then he takes a second stride action and slithers there, and then he takes a third stride action and slithers there.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's a mud licker maggot. Yeah, so that was 3 actions, and he got like 15 feet closer to you guys.
It's very threatening.
Yes, you see a giant like I think there's. The weird thing is, right, maggots are typically pretty small. This maggot is actually medium. So this whole maggot is probably about 5 feet in length. The maggot itself is much, much bigger than the things around it. So it'd be like more compared to these little guys, this thing is like the size of like a large dog. But it's not fast by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so
wow. I just saw that, Nulara.
Okay, so
His name is Squishy. Respect it.
This guy's going to take his stride and he moves there. And then I need to look something up. Okay, so maybe you would know this, Jordan. How does range thrown things work? If it says no, okay, this is a little bit different than some. I've seen some where some weapons will have an increment type thing, and I think the further it is, the more harder it is.
Right.
In this case, that's not the case. So I think he's gonna go. So this is 10, 15 here, and that's his second stride action. And then still don't think he's close enough. He's still not close enough. So his third stride action gets him to there. Okay, so they're just gonna run up on you. So 10, 1 stride action, 2 stride actions, 3 stride actions, 1 straight action, 2 straight actions, 3 straight actions. Okay. All they can do in this thing is kind of like charge at you with like their war cries. Hal.
I would like to use my lingering composition as a free action.
Mm-hmm.
And then do inspire courage. Well, I got to do a performance check first, I guess.
Okay. Do that performance check.
$14.
I forget what the DCs are for this. Because you make a performance check as... Oh, is the performance check part of your lingering composition?
Yes.
Okay, so... I mean, I believe a 14 is a success. Oh, it says it's up to... Is a standard DC equal to the highest level target of your composition?
Yes. Yep.
So that would be... Yeah, I'm gonna roll that as a success.
Okay. And then I would like to play Inspire Courage with my friends.
Nice.
Huzzah!
Nice, a +1.
So that'll last for 3 rounds.
And attack rolls and damage rolls. Very nice.
Nice.
Yep. It is
then
the thing
you
to point
also
out.
get the +1 from my stuff, but not for attack rolls.
So yeah, so because now Nulara, you're under 2 different status bonuses, one from Nudge Fate and one from Inspire Courage. You can only benefit from like 1 at a time. So if you're luckily they overlap in different role types. So you just can't double stack both of the status effects for a +2 on a single roll.
Noted.
Okay.
I got you.
Anything else, Hal? That was 2 actions? That's only 1 action.
1 action. I would like to move back, and I would like to try to hide.
Okay. Make that stealth roll.
Because I'm scared.
Yes, you are. Okay, a 7.
I am totally being quiet.
You're
I'm
hiding
quiet.
as you're like playing music, so perfect.
I think the music's coming from there, guys.
All right, Nular.
All right. So I would like to stride to this fellow and then attack it with my longsword.
Right, so that's 10. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Huzzah! Oh my gosh.
13 misses.
14.
14
Oh,
misses.
14.
Yeah,
Dang.
because of the Inspire Courage.
Great damage, too.
I
Yeah,
know. I think it was like max damage. Anyway.
it was a 4.
Okay. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna, for my third action, I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. So you raise your shield, giving you a status bonus, I believe.
Yes, of +2 to my AC.
It's a circumstance bonus, not a status bonus. Yeah, circumstance bonus. The interesting thing is like circumstance bonuses, some of the things that it adds up for is like if you shoot through like a person to hit someone and they're like in your way, it's a +1 circumstance bonus. So if someone like raises their shield, that doesn't go up to a +3 because they don't stack. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those circumstance bonus. Also, if you take cover behind something, it's a circumstance bonus. So you can't like take cover behind something and raise your shield because they cancel each other out. Just interesting the way that the system's working out. But okay, yeah, you raise that shield and you get your defense up by 2.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
All
Aurelia.
right. First action, moving up. Second action, I'm going to load my crossbow, and
I assume you start each combat with it loaded because why wouldn't you? As
Fair
long as
enough.
there's any downtime, I just assume you've got a bolt in there ready to go.
All right. I am going to fire a crossbow bolt off at this fellow.
Perfect.
15.
15 is a hit.
16.
16 is a hit.
16
For
for
6
5
damage.
piercing.
Woo! Our first hit.
6 because Inspire Courage
6
gives it extra. You
And then third
yeah.
action, load a bolt.
Okay, perfect. And Yeah, that one bolt that hits this guy bloodies him.
Nice.
That was all 3 actions, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Elenir.
First action. I sustain the spell on
The
Nulara,
Okay, the Nudge Fate.
the Nudge Fate, and then I shoot at this one.
Okay.
There we go. 21 for 5.
That's enough to kill it.
Beautiful.
Yay!
The crossbow
And
bolt
then-
and the arrow both pierce it, and it falls back off the like rubble and like lands unceremoniously like face down against the wall over here.
Rather than move away because these guys are actually pretty slow, I'm gonna shoot at this guy with a negative
Okay.
and get a 3.
4, but technically still
Yeah,
miss.
4 and then a 1. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yep,
1 on the damage.
and that's my turn.
Okay. The maggot gets to go next, so it goes here with 1 move or 1 stride, and the second stride takes it here. And then for its 3rd stride, it actually gets here, but it can't.
Oh, and attacks his friend. Oh no.
I think it's actually going to like get into this square here right before it gets to the difficult terrain. So it gets right up on you, Miller, but it was all its actions to close the distance, so it can't do anything. Okay. This one right here with you, you've got your shield
My
up,
shield is up.
but
Yes.
he is going to try to attack you. So he uses 1 action to draw his short sword out because he didn't have it out yet. Draws his short sword, and then makes a short sword attack. That's a 23.
Wow. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Okay,
For-
so you
I'm
have a +1 and a +2 because a circumstance bonus and a status bonus is different. So you actually have a +3 when you have your shield raised.
Do you have a bonus to AC with the Inspire Courage?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It says attack rolls, damage
No.
rolls, and saves against fear.
Oh, saves. Bummer.
Yeah. So, it rolled damage automatically. It wasn't supposed to. Do you want to absorb the blow?
Yes, please.
Okay, so it's 1 damage because the minimum is 1.
Okay.
So your shield absorbs, the 1 damage.
But I am unscathed.
Actually, yeah, the shield, it doesn't take any damage because it's under 5. Let me
Oh,
just
yeah,
check.
you're right. You're right.
Nice. Yeah, it has to be over 5 for it to take damage. That's cool.
I was looking for the option to don't roll damage. I don't see it. I'll check it out later. I thought before it wasn't automatically rolling the damage and I could click it to roll.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's weird. You're right.
I'm not sure what changed. Anyways, so that's its first and its last action. It's going to do another short sword attack and horribly miss. Okay, the one in the back strides forward across this sort of rubble, and then from here he's going to have this little dart, and he's going to throw a tiny dart at you, Nulara. You do have a circumstance bonus because he's firing through his own ally. That's a 26.
Oh, damn.
You got a 1 AC bonus, but I think it hits you, so that's 2
Yeah.
piercing damage from the dart.
Okay.
And then the last action misses. All right. Hal Harmony.
How are my friends doing? Are they doing all right?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
I'm looking up a rule because I need to know if using a thrown weapon requires drawing an interact or not, because he might not even got to throw 2 darts.
I'm going to go ahead and use a move action and kind of see what's going on. I'll run by and look and say, that's a lot of guys.
I was doing a drive-by check.
And then I will continue on, and I will cast shield on myself as a cantrip
Okay.
for one action, and then I'll also try to hide.
Okay. You're like, this side doesn't work. Maybe I'll hide on the other side. Oh, society. Stealth 20. That's better.
Where is that music coming from?
I like to imagine with the lingering composition, like it magically just stays in the air where he like originally cast it, you know, because it's like lingering. It's not part of him playing it. It just hums in the air. That's cool.
That's my go.
Okay. Nulara.
All right, so let me hit this Mitflit right in front of me
Okay.
for my first action with the longsword. Bam, 26.
26 is a crit.
Awesome. So 10 plus 1 from Inspired Courage, so that's 11.
Technically 22
Slashing.
because it's a crit.
Oh, yeah, he dead.
Oh, he's so dead.
Yeah.
So you
And,
tear right through that, like just through like paper mache, right? Like whoosh, just a wet slop of nothing, and the creature dies.
Mm-hmm. And then another attack to this squishy right here. I kind of feel bad. He's just been moving this entire time.
Yep. So
Hi, Squishy.
it's a giant maggot, right?
Ugh. It's gonna turn into a giant fly, so it has to die.
Yeah, you have
Damn
to kill it.
12.
Uh,
But with Nudge Fate though.
No.
Oh,
Find
never
out if a
mind.
13 hits first, because you don't even know, right?
Well, yeah, because you get +1 to your attack roll anyways from the Inspired Courage. So 13 does hit.
Oh, cool.
Shit.
It's just a maggot.
Five.
No, not armored or dexterous at all. So, yeah, so 5 points of damage to the maggot. It's still alive. 6, that's right.
6.
Okay, so as you hit the maggot, you slam into it with your sword, and as a reaction, it like looks like sick, and it opens its mouth, and it like regurgitates some disgusting food all over the ground. Like it just starts smelling terrible. So can you make a fortitude save for me, Nular?
Yes. That would be 23.
Okay, then you are
24.
Yeah, you are absolutely fine. You're not affected by it. So you are not sickened.
Okay. So that
just
would
smell
be
like shit.
you using Nudge Fate then. So Nudge Fate is gone.
No, 23 was
Did
enough.
she need to? Okay.
Nope,
Okay.
23 was a save.
Yeah, you only use Nudge Fate if it's required for a skill check then.
Yep, if you're
Oh.
one short, Nudge Fate makes the difference.
Elinir will watch this happen and with a free action say, Nuala, I suggest moving back.
Well, that was
Okay.
your second action, right? So yeah, one more action.
Her name is Nulara.
Nulara. Sorry, I was thinking of the Lion King movie. My bad.
That's fair. Okay, and then for my third action, I'll take a step back.
So unfortunately, because you're in difficult terrain, you cannot use the step action. You'd have to use
Stride?
stride. You can step forward but you can't step across difficult terrain. You could stride away, but then that would.
He already used his reaction though, so I will stride away.
Okay,
Well, see, not every monster or creature has an opportunity.
it's true.
So
That's true too. Yeah, Pathfinder.
In like D&D, everything has opportunity attack. Here, it's different. You never really know what does and what doesn't.
True. Okay,
Okay,
that's my turn.
all right. Aurelia.
All right. Gonna take a stride forward.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fire a crossbow at the maggot,
Okay,
knowing that I will get a penalty because I'm right behind
Yeah.
Elinir.
it's a 1+1 AC circumstance bonus.
So basically, whatever I roll.
Yeah, that's right, because it cancels out
yeah.
your inspired
Good
courage.
point. Good point.
Oh, that's a 7.
No.
7 does not hit. I'm sorry.
What a shocker. Yeah. And then for my third action, I'll just load a crossbow bolt.
Perfect. Also, while you guys are taking your turn, I looked. It is like a full action to interact with the thrown object unless there's some special ability. So he would have basically used an action to throw the dart and throw it. So like it's 2 actions to like throw something. because you have to draw it and then throw it.
Good to
so
know.
it's
So
not
that
part of
means-
the throne. I thought it might have been part of the throne trait, but it's not.
So that means Simba's girlfriend gets back 2 points of damage?
No, because his last
Because
dart
you
missed.
couldn't throw that dart. Oh, I thought the second part did hit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because it was the heavy penalty. Okay. Elenir. Third round of combat.
Elenir sustains the nudge fate and then takes an attack at the slug.
Okay. Wow.
with a
What is
7.
with your rolls tonight, guys?
It's
It's a
called
warm
digital-
up.
It's called digital dice.
Change them colors. Nope.
And then an 8. And that's his turn.
All right. 2 arrows go towards the maggot. They both miss. All right. The maggot gets a turn. So, funnily enough, because this is all difficult terrain, he strides 1 action 5 feet forward. He strides again 5 feet forward. That's 2 full actions just to close the 10 feet.
Wow.
Was his third action as you're like firing your bow.
Okay.
Yeah, it like reaches up with its mandibles, like open up and they lunge at you, Elenir. So,
Oh, what is this? A creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or move action, which it just did.
it wasn't within her reach when it made the manipulate action though. If it was
No,
next
the
to her
move
and,
action.
and move, but it wasn't. They have to be in your They have to be in your range when they take the action. When he took the stride, he was out of her reach.
He was a range.
If you had a reach weapon, then it would have triggered, I think.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. So third action, mandible bite at you. That's a 22
To hit
Damn.
me?
to hit you, Elenir.
Yeah, of course that's a hit.
Okay, not a crit, right? You're not AC's not 12.
No, I don't have an AC of 12.
Just checking. I don't know how numbers work in Pathfinder. So that is 5 piercing damage,
Yep, that hurt.
and it's now like basically latched on you, and it has grabbed you now. You're like in its mouth, being held there. So you are grabbed by this creature.
Cool. And that means it's gonna like throw up on me when someone attacks it, which won't be fun.
And that's the end of its turn. Let's see, 5, 10. 1 stride to go here. And then this guy draws one of his darts and throws it at Nulara.
2 actions, nice.
Yeah, that's all of his actions just to do this. 14.
Misses?
Perfect. Hal.
All right. I want to run away. I want to.
Get away.
We gotta be careful, guys. DMC.
All right. Well, hell. How does this thing look next to? I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm scaredy.
I mean, what are you asking about?
I'm going to. Well, hell. I'm going to try to use. So I'm going to stride up, and I'm going to try to use fascinating performance.
Okay. Can you pop that in? So,
Not really sure if it'll work, but I'm going to try to.
Yeah, fascinates cool.
if the observer's institution has been maintained, you must critically succeed to fascinate. So all you gotta do is critically succeed against its will DC. So yeah, make that performance check.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Let's see, what is this thing's will DC? Its will DC is a 13, so that is not a critical success. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
And so because it's in combat, it's not you're not enough to perform it.
I will move back.
Okay. That's like a sneak attack. It's like a sneak attack fascinating where you pop out of hiding and go, wah! Startled it, but did not fascinate it. Too bad you don't get advantage or something or bonus for being hidden when you do that. Maybe if it was like a scare effect or something.
It's a surprise performance.
Okay. So one more round on your composition. New Lara.
All right. What's that wrestling move wherein you like throw them overhead and then slam them on the ground?
I mean, like a suplex?
Yeah. May I wrap my arms around this giant maggot and try to suplex him away from Elenir?
So, yes, but there are some caveats to this, which is in order to actually grab something, you need a free hand. So you would be, in order to even attempt this, you have to drop your sword or use an action to put it away.
I'll drop my shield.
It's an action to unstrap a shield and drop it, unfortunately. Because it is strapped to you like a
Yeah,
piece of
I'll
armor.
use an action to
So take a whole...
unstrap and
Okay,
drop it. Mhm.
sure.
You can, just a heads up, you
Hmm.
can drop your sword way easier. Dropping something's a free action.
But she can still attack with her sword, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what you that's the choice you're gonna need to make. You have a free action, but then you won't have the sword, or it's a
Yeah.
full action and then you don't have the ability to raise your shield.
But yeah, so
that's the choice you need to make.
So what you
Yeah.
do is you'd be making you'd be taking the grab action to grab
Mhm.
it,
Yeah, so that'd
And-
be my second action, yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And then what we're talking about, you're talking about doing like a suplex.
Yeah, or just to grab him away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you
Pull him
shove
away.
him off me?
I think so. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Is that the actual action?
Because in
that's
my
happening here,
head,
the
like
shove?
because in my head, like half of your body is currently swallowed by this thing.
So
From how
there's-
I understood
yeah.
Rube's description earlier. So I'm trying to pull it away so you can breathe
So-
again.
So you can
Well,
do, you can do a shove attack for one action to like get them off, and we could flavor it as like a suplex if you want. It won't actually do damage unless you have like all the feats that deal damage when you grapple things.
No, I don't.
Right.
Yeah, so-
We wouldn't yet.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I would say is you need one hand free to shove unless you have a weapon with the shove trait, and then so you can either action to drop your shield off of you or an action to or free action to drop your sword, like we said. So which one are you dropping?
No, action to drop my shield.
So your shield clings to the floor.
And then action to shove him off.
Okay, so make an athletics check.
Athletics. Damn, plus one.
I don't
Wait, let
think
me look
skill
at
checks are
Nudge
part
Fate.
of Inspire Courage.
They are
But
part of
I
Nudge Fate.
still-
They are
yeah,
part of
I
Nudge
still have
Fate.
Nudge Fate.
So if the plus one makes a difference, Nudge Fate will kick in. So you're targeting this creature's Fortitude DC. Its Fortitude DC is 19. So with the
Lord.
shove, it's actually not enough.
Yeah, because I don't want to attack it because I know what it's gonna do.
So that's two actions. You still got a third action. If you want, like, doing the shove is actually considered an attack. So your second shove or your second attack will have that -5 penalty applied to it.
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to shove it or attack it?
Mm-hmm.
Shove it
I'm
again?
gonna shove it. Yeah, I'm shoving
Okay.
it.
Make another athletics check. The target is -5, and we're
Come on.
need a 19.
What? Another
Oh, man.
10?
Another 10. Technically, you rolled a 3 both times. Technically, it'd be a 5 because you had the -5. Unfortunately, you try as hard as you can, then this large bug is just grabbing onto Elenir, and you're unable to get it away.
Okay. That's
That
fine.
that is
Get
unfortunate.
off of him.
Yeah, Aurelia.
Crossbow attack on this fella right here.
Okay. Come on, roll higher. Oh my god.
Nope.
Guys, we're bad at Pathfinder.
Yeah.
No, we're not bad at Pathfinder. It's digital
Roll
dice.
20 and your dice. Okay, so that's
our
just
dice.
the first attack misses.
Load my crossbow,
Uh-huh.
and then third is going to fire off at this guy again.
Okay. Don't roll a -2 or something. Oh, a 1.
No.
Nope.
Yep. Unfortunately, you need to like make some adjustments on your crossbow because you've yet to hit with it, I think.
I hit things once.
Maybe okay.
What?
Not this fight though, right?
Yeah, it's definitely the
Yeah, it's
boss
this
fight.
fight.
Oh, okay. You did hit. Oh, you did. You the opening shot. You hit that dude.
Yeah, she was the first hit.
Right. Okay, that was all 3 actions, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Elanir, this thing has you grabbed, so you cannot freely move away from it.
I can't.
You could have tried to use an action to escape it, but you cannot. You can't move away from it because you're grabbed.
All right.
It's like being grappled.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I put my hand against the side of the creature's head,
Mm-hmm.
and I cast Phantom Pain. It
Okay.
needs a will DC.
Will DC of 17. Let's see. A natural 1.
That is a critical failure.
Yep.
Nice.
It takes 2d4 mental damage.
And 1d4 persistent mental damage.
Lovely. 3 points of mental damage.
Okay.
1d4 persistent mental damage, which. So the persistent damage stops when the sickened stops, but because it's sickened 2, it'll be 2 rounds
Right.
of persistent mental damage at the start of its turn, I think.
Yep. So it's got a sicken 2.
Sickened
Yeah.
2.
Persistent damage will go off at the end of its turn, yeah. And sicken probably affects it too, right? Sicken's a condition.
Yes. Look up conditions, and you actually have a reference.
So he has
point.
-2 to all of his checks and DCs.
Yep.
And he can't willingly like ingest anything while sickened.
Yep. So he can't eat me.
Yeah.
So are you the one who makes him sick, or
Oh my god.
was it what you said?
It's almost like I know you like to eat things, Steve.
Yeah. Yep. So that's 2 actions. You still have another action.
Yep. And then, because I was annoyed this hit me last time, I'm going to use a cantrip.
Okay.
Which for me allows me to use Ray Shield, but with a magic shield.
Right.
So,
You
but
have
I
a
can't
plus-
use it, but
Right.
because I don't have any more actions left. But I do have a +1 circumstance bonus. So
Okay. Well, he's not allowed to swallow you and eat you, which is
nope.
probably good. You probably, like, looking at it, you seem like he probably is not big enough to actually swallow you whole anyways.
Yeah,
He's
but
not-
I don't
he's-
know about Squish. Squish is crazy.
Right,
Squish,
he is crazy.
I don't trust him.
So, when his turn starts, he's lashed on you still. And so what that means is, without even like having to make any sort of attack, it just like is like gnawing. It's like disintegrating, like dissolving your flesh and gnawing on you. So I need you to make a reflex save
Well, I need him to take 1d4 damage.
at the end of his turn.
Oh, it's the end of his turn?
Persistent damage goes off at the end of the turn.
Okay, so he takes 3 points of damage at the end of his turn, and I need a reflex save?
Yeah, you're gonna make a reflex save. DC 19.
I mean, I'm going to fail. So, yeah.
Okay.
I love digital dice, y'all.
So not a critical fail. You were 1 off a critical fail, so that's good.
Color doesn't do anything.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 damage.
They're not real dice.
And it uses its second action to do the same thing. Can you make another reflex saving throw? That's a success, so
Wow.
you take half damage.
Hey.
Woo!
Yeah, placebos don't work.
Oh, you succeed, but you took 5
cool.
instead of 10.
Cool. I'm 1 point away from dying.
Well, it's using its third action to gnaw you again.
Cool.
So
I'm going down.
I don't think, unless you
It
critically, if you
doesn't-
critically succeed, which
it
I don't know if
doesn't
it's
matter.
possible.
No, it's not possible. What's the save?
19.
It's a DC 19 save?
Yes.
I have a +5, so no, it's not possible. So I fail. And I am dying 1.
Okay, so you go unconscious. You watch as he goes unconscious, or in this thing goes limp. The thing's still like sucking the like sort of like the acidic starting to go down. But you use all 3 actions, and it like, if you can tell now, if it lashes on you, it like is doing damage. It does take 3 damage at the end of its turn. The condition.
I think I'm dying
Is it possible
wait
to
a minute.
skip one?
No, it might have just killed me with that much damage it just did. Because I was at 1, it did 9 points of damage over my 0. Let me look this up.
Yeah, look it up. But that's his whole turn. This Mitflit over here is like basically really excited that Squishy Squish is doing his job. So he strides forward, draws his short sword, and attacks Nular.
Yeah.
You do not have a shield up.
Mm-hmm.
Where's this short sword? 27.
That hits.
What's your AC? 18, so not a crit.
Yeah.
So 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, Hal.
Well, I need to see if Elenir is dead first.
He's dying. Dying 1.
So you looked up, you're not like straight dead?
It's 2 things that make you dying 2 in Pathfinder 2e. It's a critical success, like a critical attack, or a critical failure on my part as a part of a skill check. Then
Okay.
you go to dying 2. If you're wounded, then those increase. So if I was like wounded 1, then it'd be dying 2. If I was wounded 2, it'd be dying 3. Yeah, that's how it works.
Perfect. It's good. It's not okay. Yep. Okay. So he's dying. It's still grappled onto him. Yeah. Like watching how it'll probably kill Elenir if it survives another round.
And so I can't heal him over 0 because he's dying.
No, I think you can. Dying is just it's like being unconscious in D&D or whatever. So you can heal.
Yeah, I have the unconscious condition, and I'm in dying 1. If every single time I take damage, I go down the rung. If I ever reach dying 4, I die permanently.
Right. So you could definitely heal to bring him back to consciousness.
Okay, I will stride up to him
Okay.
and touch faith and cast Soothe.
Nice.
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 I like it says damage 10 healing.
Man.
Wow,
very cool.
Is it possible to crit on that, or is it just adding that because
It's just doing that because it's how
it's just
roll
the
20
way
is.
yeah, it's just how that thing. Okay, so you get 10 healing back. And you have a +2 status bonus against mental effects
Nice.
for 1 minute.
Very cool. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect.
And I will.
That was 3 actions, right? Stride forward and then 2 actions to soothe.
It is. I will right there. Get up, men.
All right, the inspiring composition fades. Nulara.
I will shove it again.
Okay, make that athletics check.
Come on. What the fuck?
Even lower.
Natural 2.
A 2.
Can't hit it. But if it hits, but if I hit it, it'll spend its reaction on me.
Why do you think that? It's eating me.
Shove it again.
Okay.
It's got its mouth on me, and it vomited last time.
6. Damn it.
Yeah,
Oh, -5, 11.
11. Yeah, no, sorry, misses.
I would attack the one in front of you, so you just don't keep getting attacked by the Mitflit.
So that's 2 attack actions.
That'd be
So
a
you're
-10.
You're -10
please.
for your next one, yeah.
Yeah.
Raise your shield. Protect yourself. Tank
She
can't.
dropped
My
it.
shield is on the ground.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay, I'll attack it. Nope, 11.
What were you attacking?
The Mitflit.
Okay. No, 11 misses. 12 technically. Oh no, the Inspire Courage just went off. But sorry, misses.
Dang. Okay.
They brought you because you were strong.
I know.
All right, Aurelia. What kind of
Uh,
alchemical compositions you got up your sleeve?
Okay. Well, first things first. Aurelia is going to like take Eleanor's shoulder and like kind of spin him back, and administer a lesser potion.
You were breaking up there. Just so you're aware, I've got 10 hit points, so I'm only 4 away from max.
Well, you're gonna get a minor elixir of life anyways.
See?
Okay.
So D6 hit points.
So
and...
I'm assuming you're wearing like your potions like on you or something, so you have it handy. But it would be like an action to interact with the potion, right? And an action to administer it.
Yeah, it says worn item right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because it's on my belt pouch.
Right.
So
She's got
that's
a potion bandolier.
Well, there is a bandolier you can buy for 2 silver pieces that does let you put like anything, like tool, like you can wear a toolkit or like 10 individual like potions or whatever. That's like a item they sell. Okay.
That would have been good to know.
All right, so that's 2 actions.
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up to make sure, but then
Right.
there's
It
nothing.
says action type right there. 1 action.
Right.
Well, it might
But-
not be an action for me to pull out my potion anyway because it's.
That's
worn.
the question. Does it take a? So it's 1 action to it's. I see what you're saying. If you wear it, can you draw it and use it as part of 1 action? That's what we're not clear on.
And then I don't have anything else to do that's relevant.
Load your crossbow.
But yeah, load up my crossbow for my 3rd action.
Okay. Yeah, and then try to look that up if you can find out if you have another action or not.
I'm looking it up right now.
So you get 1,
2. No.
2 hit points.
Bonus is +1.
Yeah.
1d6 plus
No,
1.
no. The bonus is you get the item bonus to saving throws against disease. So you have +1 item bonus for saving throws against disease.
Mm.
Okay. Eleanor, this thing is gnawing on you. You're back to consciousness, but you're pretty sure that things are looking rough. You know how much damage it can do just automatically being like latched onto you.
So for alchemists, if they have a potion stored on a belt, for a bandolier, it still needs an interaction. So it'd be 1 to pull it, 1 to force it down Eleanor's throat, and then so it'd be 2 actions.
There might be a feat that makes it do it in 1, possibly.
Yeah, probably for alchemists. I bet there would be for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for looking that up.
Happy to. I can do that for anybody. I am super good at Googling. I mean, Doritoing.
Ronald SF in chat also confirmed it's 1 action to retrieve a 1 item.
Wicked.
I think it's more.
Okay.
If something's in a backpack, it takes even more actions, I think, to dig it out.
It's got 1 more turn of the mental damage. But I'm going to shield goes away. So what I'm gonna do? Damn. Screw it.
Okay, so it gets a day. So that's a will saving throw DC.
Yep.
23. So that's not a critical success. Oh, actually, it is a critical success. Sorry.
Yep. But it still takes the damage even with a critical success.
Yes.
So that's 7 points of damage
So
because it's equal to my spellcasting modifier, which is 7.
okay, 7 damage. You daze this creature. You've already sickened its mind. Oh, doesn't he have like a -1 to his saves too because of the sickened?
Yes.
It doesn't matter because he made it. But anyways, 7 damage. You touch this thing's brain. You go in there like a whisk and pancake batter and whisk it around, and the whole thing, like, he dies and he falls off. You slurp to the ground.
Thank God.
Thank goodness, my God.
Yay!
For real.
That fucking thing.
Wait,
I
your
know, that sucks.
spellcasting ability modifier is +7?
Yeah. My spell cast for it's 4 because I have an 18 intelligence and I'm proficient, so it's a trained, which is 3.
But it... Maybe. Yeah, that seems high. I don't know. But okay.
I have an 18 intelligence.
Yeah, but it's saying your spellcasting ability modifier. So I would think that the 18 would make it do 4 damage and not necessarily 7. but for now we'll roll with 7 and figure it out.
Let me read it. I think you're right. Oh, right. So it's just 4. Is it still alive?
It is.
Wicked. So it's still alive. Only 4 damage.
It is unfortunately still alive. It's
Cool.
really close to death, because you know the difference between 4 and 7 was enough to between life and death. You still have 1 action. You could try to escape it.
What is it? A strength check?
Um,
I have an 8 strength. Punching it will do 0 damage, and I probably won't be able to escape it. I shouldn't have been up in the front like this. This is a mistake. This is a player mistake.
So grab. Sorry, it's the escape action to get out. So escape. Yeah, it's basically athletics only. You can't get out with an acrobatics.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no,
athletics.
no. I'm aware. I'm unable to escape. I'm unable to do any damage by punching it. So, I guess I'm just. There's nothing I can do. So that's my turn.
Nothing with your last action.
I'm looking at everything that I can do on my character sheet. There's nothing I can do. I can't
Okay.
move. I can't escape. I can't. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get a natural 20. Let's hit this button. 15.
Yeah, 15 is not enough to escape it.
Didn't think so. That's my turn.
Is it? Let me see. Well, to be fair, you got better athletics than Nulara.
I've got a -1. I just
Actually,
rolled
I'm double checking real quick. So you're grabbed. It's the athletics of the DC of the creature grabbing you. The athletics DC of this creature is actually a 14, and you succeed.
Okay. Well, I'm not in its mouth, but I'm standing right in front of it, and it's its turn. So,
Yes.
whatever. All right.
Okay. Well, it's now its turn. It's gonna. Well, yeah, it's gonna take the persistent damage at the end of its turn.
Yep.
So it has to bite you first. So it goes in with its bite again. That's a 10,
Miss.
which misses. It tries with its second attack. That's a 5,
Nice.
which misses. And it's going to try with its third attack, which is a -3 and misses. So,
Yes.
I think because that's so low, I get to kick it or something. I
well,
think
roll
that's
that
how
persistent
Pathfinder
damage.
works.
Roll that persistent damage.
Oh, right. The persistent damage.
Kill it.
Wait, is it 1d4?
Fuck.
Nah, see, didn't kill it.
He has 1 hit point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 1d4.
But I am amazed you survived that round. That was like, I had my.
Me too. Me too.
Okay. The Mitflit is going to attack you, Nulara.
Okay.
10 misses.
Misses.
9 misses.
Misses.
And 3 misses.
Misses.
Perfect. How?
We're on the up and up, guys.
And Hal saved me. That's for sure. Damn.
No, Aurelia did.
I
She
would-
gave you 1 hit point.
That's true. Well, they both did. It was a team effort.
Team effort.
I want to stride forward, take out my rapier, and stab on this guy. On
Okay.
God.
Did he just phase through that wall?
I can't tell. Is that a wall? I couldn't see his token.
That's definitely a wall.
Yeah. This is like, it's a half growing wall, so there's probably no melee range. I mean, yeah, because you can't even like go in and end in their square. Like you could tumble through all of
Oh
them.
yeah. No, he could tunnel. He could go through our
So
space.
yeah, what you'd have to do
and
is
then
draw the
tumble.
rapier with 1 action and use the second action to tumble through the people and land on the other side of it, and then
That's
would-
only enemies, though, right? I can go through.
You can
Yeah.
go through your ally space.
Yeah, but I
with
can't stay there, though.
right.
Nope. That's the
You
unfortunate
could go through Elenir and get up into this square. I'll allow that.
Elenir is definitely regretting the decisions he's made today.
So instead of going into the square, just go through Elenir Square and up there. It's 15 feet of movement.
Nice.
It would trigger a possible opportunity attack on this thing, but it doesn't take one. So 1 action to stride, 1 action to draw, and then stabby stab.
Yes. Oh,
So-
I clicked there somewhere.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Natural
Nice.
20.
Yay!
See, in this case, the critical damage was good because he rolled max damage.
Yeah. So you go in and you like totally eviscerate this thing with your rapier, and like Elenir like puts her hands up, puts his hands up ready, and Nulara, she puts her hands up to like be ready for this like vomit reaction. It doesn't come, and the worm, the maggot, like just falls dead on the ground.
Oh, maybe because it was the killing blow. Very cool. Good to know. Very cool. You're right, Nulara. It was probably a reaction thing. Like it chose to do that in response to an attack. Pathfinder's so interesting because you can do stuff like that.
So what
Also,
does deadly give me?
oh, deadly means it gets an extra D8
Yeah.
damage on the crit. So you rolled. It was 3 double to 6.
No.
So actually,
Oh.
you roll the D8 and then double that even.
No, you don't. No, you don't. So
No?
if you look at his crit, look at his crit damage. If
Well,
you
we're
put your
not
cursor
we're not
over it-
using crit damage though, right?
I know, but it shows you how the equation looks. So it's the 6 from that, which is what he rolled,
Times
times
2
2
plus
and
the D8.
and then the D8.
Right. So you don't get to add the deadly before the crit. So it's
But
D6 times 2 plus D8.
So that would equal to 13
Is
points of
that
damage.
3?
So it'd be 3, 6, 13 points of damage is what you would have rolled.
Nice.
Okay.
Good
There's-
shit.
There's still one little Mitflit, and like you slay like squishy squish, and his eyes go wide, and in undercom, and you see him cry out like no, like he is so distraught that you just killed his pet.
Good thing I don't understand it. I'm gonna do a
Oh,
power attack with my longsword.
Oh,
Elliot
power
doesn't care.
attack.
Oh, wow.
So
7,
Oh.
17 hits.
Nice.
plus
So-
another damage die, so
Yeah.
that's D8. Hang on
Yeah,
a
another D8.
second. For
Ooh,
5.
11.
11's
11?
enough to one shot it. How would you like to do
Oh.
this?
So fucking frustrated earlier. I couldn't
Just
do
so mad.
anything.
Shoving on this squishy maggot for 2-3 rounds, and then just
I
turns
was like,
around
get out
and
of
kills this.
him.
Yeah. So you defeat the maggot, you defeat the Mitflits, and you by the skin of your teeth, I will say, get out of that combat alive. So in terms of
Our maggots are arch nemesis now.
in terms of experience, I need to calculate this real quick. Cause let's see, experience points. So minus 2, 20, 40, 60, 90 points of experience you guys earned.
Congrats on everybody's great job. Elenir will never stand next to the tank again.
And as we complete that round of combat, which actually took a lot longer than I would have thought, but it was edgy.
The
I guess you guys had some extremely low end rolls. I
was
will.
For a while there, our roll range was like 1 to 5.
Yes.
It was all in between 1 and 5.
So we got them all out of our system, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the up and up.
Well, we've breached the keep. You've made it in. You've beat the infamous Squishy Squish and his crew of trainers. And that is where we're going to go to our break for the night. So it's 8:24. Let's come back at... You guys cool? You guys want like 10 minutes or is 5 enough?
10, please.
Okay, let's come back at 8:35. 8:35, and we will continue the rest of our adventures. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Abomination Vaults.
Cue the Pokemon theme song.
And we are back here on Abomination Vaults. Just a quick breather, stretch our legs. So, our ultimate arch nemesis is now maggots, apparently. Mud. What were they called? It was like a mud slinger maggot. Mud liquor maggot.
liquor.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you guys get a quick breather as you're sitting here and combat's kind of like ended. And you guys are kind of like breathing a little heavy. And Elenir, you had a rough time. You still have the dying condition, like dying one.
No, I have wounded. You get the wounded
Wounded one. You're right.
after
Wounded
you
one.
come back from dying.
But you received healing, so does it go away?
No. No. It would have to be treat wounds.
You need to treat wounds to take away that condition.
Oh.
So as you sit here for just a minute, like figuring out what your next move, like down through this crack, which you did reference, like Eleanor, like now that you're sitting here and the sounds of combat have kind of ended, you can hear like a lot of noise coming from that direction, and you get a glimpse of like a pretty deep pit, and it sounds like there are more of these things like in the pit.
I think it's for the best if we treat Eleanor's wounds just for a bit before we push on.
Eleanor is like holding his side. He looks over at New Lara.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking really rough too. I suggest that we take a step out so we don't gain anyone's attention, and we treat all of our wounds before moving forward.
I'm gonna pick my shield back up.
Yes, good idea.
Yeah. And
I want
have it on
to
me.
refocus while I treat wounds. Is that something I can do? I'm pretty sure that's what I can do.
I can treat Eleanor's wounds if that's necessary.
I mean, I don't think you can focus and treat wounds overlapping, but you could take the time to treat wounds and then take the time to focus.
Each one of these things takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
There's no real time constraint. It's still pretty early in the morning. You know, with all the stuff we've done, we're still been here like less than an hour, so I'm estimating it's still probably like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, but see, that's specifically about a cleric, because a cleric's natural things to do would be to like treat wounds. But like for a bard, you could probably refocus by playing your guitar or tuning it or something.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be specific to your class.
Yeah, because it says like what the Ds you need to perform are specified in the class. So does it say in your class traits like what you need to do to refocus? It's interesting.
I just spent 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can regain one focus point by spending 10 minutes using the refocus to perform, write a new composition, or otherwise engage your music. So basically, you got to do something musical for 10 minutes to get back in tune.
That's actually how you refocus.
Gotcha,
if you don't
gotcha.
do one of those activities, you can't actually refocus.
So
it's
it's
connected to your class.
That you need to perform, specified in the class, gives you ability.
Yep.
Cool.
So that's how you do it.
La 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 la.
So you're doing a
And
treat wounds.
Eleanor's like, shh, quietly.
You can go a little further away.
La 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 la.
Eleanor, this might sting a little, and I do apologize. And
I
Aurelia
apologize.
is going to what was it?
Treat wounds.
Treat wounds.
Treat wounds.
Using her crafting because she is a Kyrugan.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay. You get to use a crafting check to heal instead of a medicine check.
Oh boy, that's a failure.
Luckily, it's not a critical failure.
Yeah, so it doesn't take damage, but it's doesn't work.
And just to clarify, I can't do another treat wounds check on Eleanor for like an hour?
Yes, so that is correct. So because you failed, they don't gain any hit points, and also Nulara is immune to treat wounds for 1 hour from anyone.
Oh, it was on me, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so Eleanor is immune to treat wounds for 1 hour. And if you had succeeded, you could have pressed it and gone to try, but if you fail, you can't like go for the full hour and up it. So it looks like, yes, the treat wounds just fails. What does that look like?
Oh.
Like you fail at like treating these wounds, but like you're using crafting, so I'm interested in that.
So am I. So am I.
Got the refocusing going on over there.
I'm gonna grab a healing potion, and then I'm gonna hand one to Eleanor.
Oh, I have one. Thank you.
Cheers.
Nulara, you should be taking care of yourself as well.
Yeah, Eleanor points to Nulara and says, "Why don't you try again on her? Maybe it just isn't taken with me."
Yeah.
I suppose I could try that.
Okay,
15?
that's a success.
Nice.
Woo!
Well done. Well done.
So that heals. What is it? It's 2d8.
Wow.
So roll that. Aurelia.
So I just need to be careful for the next hour.
So 10. So that's full. So you
That's
need
10.
to press it to go further. So that's full. Yeah. So
Thank you.
or the other thing you can do, right? Because there's no super pressing time sensitive matter. You guys could back off and camp for like an hour and then come back.
Yeah.
That's up to you guys.
Can you treat wounds on yourself?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm immune to the treat wound action, but
It says you
someone
can
else
target
is hurt
yourself.
here.
I don't think I'm that terribly hurt, and I don't think we should be wasting time.
Well, also how so in the first 10 minutes that Aurelia is treating Elenir, you're refocusing, and then you're refocused. So then she spends 10 more minutes treating Nulara, which gives you like 10 minutes to do whatever you want. Like if you were going to treat wounds on Aurelia, why Aurelia is treating Nulara, you know what I mean?
It's a chain of healing.
It's like, stop moving! Because you're talking about doing a treat wounds, right?
Yeah, I
You
was.
have it? Okay. So if you want to try, you already have 10 minutes of time where Aurelia is spending on Nulara. It would make sense for you to try
Okay.
to do it on Aurelia.
Okay. If we're all right with that,
Yeah,
Aurelia?
you have to ask her that.
Yeah, sure.
What's the roll? What's the roll?
It's a medicine
Medicine.
check. Unless you have something that lets you use performance. Ooh. Okay, well, it's not a critical fail, but it is a fail. So
We're both immune for an hour.
yeah, for an hour, you guys are immune to the effects, and you get no hit points back, Aurelia.
Well, now that's okay. I did mess that up with Elenir, so I was moving around.
So
Sorry.
that means we are now, patched up decently. You get your
Let's go in.
focus back, Hal. What do you guys do? What
Very good.
moving back in? Are you defaulting back to the same sort of exploration activities?
Mm-hmm.
Our usual
I am
things?
Should we wait a little while? Maybe no.
I'm just gonna make sure and not get close like I did last time.
I feel great. You don't look too a little slimy there. Can you do the Z magic that cleans yourself off?
I get right near the edge and just clean myself off.
Mm-hmm. And a
That's
slurk
actually a
jumps
good
out to
idea,
eat you.
Elenir.
Just
I
kidding.
wouldn't be
I'm gonna-
surprised.
Clean myself too.
Oh yeah, you got vomited on. Good call.
Mhm.
Mhm.
No,
Luckily,
Taking
she-
10 minutes to use the soap that I have
Oh, the soap.
and clean off the slime.
That's why it's there.
Yep.
Okay. So we're at roughly 10:30 or so in the morning.
All right.
I need to get like a time tracker script or something.
There you go. All right, I'm good. Let's go. I am not getting on the front line anymore, New Lara. Just a heads up. I'm gonna stay
No,
behind
that's
you.
fine. I wanted to put you behind me earlier, but you're too fast. How can you be
Yeah.
so fast? You're faster than me.
Well, I'm not human.
So yeah, there does appear to be, this entrance to this like kind of room. And like you can also see like up ahead here. It's kind of hard to see actually because of the way my dynamic lighting is set up. But there is right here, there's like the door's like blocking vision even though it shouldn't. But like here, there's like a door leading into the same room, but you can just go through the crack too. That's fine. Let me redraw this so that way.
Oh, cool.
Like, do
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
see all of them?
No, so if you were to peek your head in there, they don't see you because you look into the room, and what you see is, let's see, this is room A8. So what you see is almost the entire ceiling of this room has collapsed, while below the floor has crumbled into like a 10-foot deep sinkhole filled with rubble, mud, and a glistening patches of fungus. Evidence of ancient damage, burn scars, and acid scorch marks decorate the walls and much of the rubble. And you can hear like squeals and shrieks coming from like the bottom of this pit that sound reminiscent of the Mitflits.
How is your
Yes.
is your thing blinking in here? The whole magic
Oh,
thing,
detect
was it
magic.
coming from here?
detecting the magic?
Yeah, you're not picking up any magic with your detect magic.
When
I
How?
think
When?
so.
When did it go off? Hal? You said it went off, but when specifically?
When we first went into this area, like before you got eaten by the bit large
Mm-hmm.
yellow turd.
Mm-hmm. It was a maggot.
Hmm.
Okay, so maybe it's further to the south, Nulara. But if you see them, I suggest that you maybe go through the door over here, and he points to the west. And then maybe you can block them getting to us, because you said there's like a dip, right? It looks like there's a hole in the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can hear them, but you don't even see the tops of their heads looking at the hole from where you are.
Yeah.
Maybe on the far end, like down here, you probably get the top of these guys' heads. They seem pretty far at the bottom of this pit.
Yeah, so maybe go through the door, and maybe you can head them off. and
Yeah,
we
I mean,
can-
I was
we can attack from a distance.
I was planning on, like having them come at me and then they can tunnel through the door while you guys are set up far away.
It's just if we all go through that broken spot there, then we're gonna get stuck up on each other, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of room. He like points to the
no.
south here.
No, yeah, I mean, like what I meant was I'll bust through the door. You guys can take position far away. They can
Mm,
chase me, and then when they come out, you all could hit them.
That's a great idea.
I'll be the bait.
My only concern, and I apologize for second guessing this, but we tried a similar maneuver where I come from, and this only works if they follow you. So if they're guarding something or near something valuable, they may not leave their position.
That's a valid point.
So, but we could always all move back. Like if they do start following you, then we can just all go to the north. To the north.
Okay.
To the north.
Remember, that's difficult terrain right there. I assume this is difficult terrain as well.
Yes. Anywhere you see like the rubble on the ground is difficult terrain.
Okay. Then let's stack up. I want to peek my head through this way. So I imagine that as soon as she goes through the door, we just start moving to the south. So does someone want
Yeah,
to pair
like
up with
right
New
here.
Lara, and then someone can pair up over here? Do we all want to stay here? I just don't want to leave New Lara completely by herself.
I suppose I can go with New Lara.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Miss Aurelia.
All right. I think we're breaching and clearing, so let's get the Rainbow Six music up and let's do this.
Yeah, so the
All right,
door
just
like
tap me on the shoulder.
Yep.
When everyone's ready.
yeah, so like you go for the door to like open it, and the whole door like breaks, like the wood rots away, and the whole door kind of falls off its hinges in your arms, Nulara, like really easily. And it makes a bit of a racket, which means we're
Should I
rolling
make
in.
this thing?
We're rolling initiative, so go ahead and roll initiative, everyone. These things, because they are distracted, they actually have a penalty on their
Oh,
initiatives.
lovely. I love dice. There we go. Natural 20.
Oh, mine was 10.
I don't like going first.
You can delay.
That's true. That's the cool thing about this system, is you can just delay. Also, don't forget you all get +1 because of your scouting activity.
Wow, I get an 8. You better slow down. I'm going to get a ticket.
All right. First to
out in Stygia.
well, Aurelia, you are first up, but Nulara just like has to pause for a minute because the door comes free in her hand, surprisingly.
It's a 25 too. Your initiative.
Yeah. I am going to probably take
ticket.
my turn after Nulara.
Perfect. So you delay your turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll just leave you here, and when you're ready to jump in, you just let me know. Hal. You're muted, I think.
Do a lingering composition.
Perfect.
Ooh. What's the range on that?
Yeah, what's the range in your Inspire Courage?
It is, I want to say 120.
Oh, dang.
60-foot emanation. So
60.
anything within
Nice.
60. Yeah, I mean, 6 for each way is kind of like 120, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect. So you guys are all inspired.
Badass.
Make that
to-
performance check.
Make a performance check.
Yep. We're gonna.
Uh,
I'm setting it now until I can come up with a better DC, like a DC 12 on this performance check.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's a
No.
failure, but not a critical failure. So that means failure. It doesn't work. I believe so. Pop in the lingering composition. So a failure. It lasts one round.
Oh, so we still get it. It just doesn't last longer.
It doesn't use your focus point up. Okay,
All right, so we get it, but just this round.
just for one round. Yep. Okay. But it also doesn't use up your focus point, which is good. Okay. I'm gonna add this. It lasts for one round. Okay, so that's one action. Anything else?
let us. I want to cast shield on myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
And move over here.
Okay.
I think that's everything I can do.
Perfect. The Mitflits are at the bottom of the room, and they're all like kind of like, what? Like they hear the noise, and even though they got a -2 on their initiative, they still reacted fast enough. So they don't actually, you can't see what they're doing from here because you don't have like sight on them, but they don't, as far as you can tell, do anything. Nulara.
I bust through the door.
Yeah, the door's off its hinges.
Okay, and I'll be like, "Oh, look at me! I'm a helpless lady." And then I peek. I peek in. That's my first action.
That's a performance check or deception, maybe.
There is a type of roll for that, right? Like a sort of like a creative version or something, you know?
So funny.
There's got to be an
comes in
action.
wearing an armor shield weapon. Oh, I'm so helpless.
Like, luckily, like when she says that, they can't see her, right?
You can't. I walked in through the door.
Yeah, well, they're at the bottom of a pit, so they wouldn't see you. You
the
say
bottom of
it,
the
they
pit?
look up, and then when you step forward, then you become close enough to see, right? Actually, once you open the door, I think because the pit's close enough, yeah, they'd be able to see you. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there is a lie action.
But I'd have to be trained in deception for that. Though.
No, that's not a trained deception, but it also doesn't have combat applications, I don't think.
No, that's fine. I just want them to go.
Yeah.
To come out. Yeah.
So
Oh
as you
wow, there's so many of you. Ah.
yeah, you step forward, right, and you look over the pit, and every single one of them is like holding a dart in their hand, and all four of them chuck it at you.
They all readied an
no.
attack.
That's what they did. They used one action to draw their
You
dart.
should have
And
raised your shield before you move forward.
that's true.
I needed to make it convincing.
So actually, the one in the back is actually too far to reach you with his dart because he's an idiot.
So
Okay.
I
25.
posted, Steve, since the last combat, I posted the range increment, so you can go outside of your range instrument with a -2 to your attack.
Yeah.
So if they have a range instrument of 30, they can
I
go
don't-
60 at a -2.
I don't think darts are actually range increment, although I saw some other weapons that were. Darts just have a range of 20, period. There's not a range increment, as far as I can tell.
When I look up different weapons, I'm not getting increments. Like on shortbow, it just says 60 feet. On longbow,
Yeah,
it says
I'm trying to think.
100 feet.
There was a weapon I saw that had ranged increments.
Don't most weapons have ranged increments?
I think
That
they all
for
do.
you,
They
Gay,
just
I think
don't
they-
state it.
No, they just don't state it. So it's like it goes 120, 240, 360, and it drops.
Yeah, it just
tier there.
doubles.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's
The increment.
that's what I was
if it's-
reading when I was
yeah.
reading the book.
Rick, you're totally right. So like if their range instrument is 30, then their next range instrument is 30 to 60.
Okay,
And then
yeah,
the one
you're-
after that is 60 to 90.
So when
And-
you go up to the next level, is it like a -1 or something?
So it's a -2 for the
Minus
next
2.
one over, and then if you go over again, then it's a -4, and if you go
Right.
further than that, it's a -6.
So it just
it
keeps
goes
going
up by
down.
2 each time.
But is there a maximum range on things?
No, you just can go really far. You just get more minuses the further you go away.
Interesting. Okay. Well, the first one, so 1 damage on you, Nulara.
Okay.
The the other one can attack is just it's gonna be on a minus. So this one is
Dang.
straight roll. Jeez, they're still on all your good rolls. So that's 22 for 3 damage.
Man, they got a
Okay.
+8. No joke.
There's a natural 1, so that dart misses horribly.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. These are different creatures?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
I was about
4
to
of
say,
them,
I
and
don't
each
s-
one's
I don't
throwing
see
1
any
dart.
-5s.
And then the last one is gonna have a -2 because it's the range increment. So that last one misses too. Okay.
Misses?
So that was 1 action to like stride forward and do that.
Yeah, and like get their attention, yeah?
Oh, you have their attention for sure.
Okay. And then I will, oh no, and then back away and then walk out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Oh my God, this is one. Make
I don't. That's so funny. They literally have. All right, I love what you're doing, Nina, but I can't imagine why they would leave that because they could just throw darts from the bottom of the pit. So like, why?
I
would
know,
they?
but like,
Yeah.
it's either we pull them out or everyone comes in here.
I'm coming in.
They're gonna run out of darts sometime.
make
Hell
make a
yeah.
deception check for me. I want to see how convincing your lie is.
Let's see this. It's gonna be
This
a
is
nat
what, my
20.
second
It's gonna-
action?
It's our first or second nat 20 of the night. Ooh.
15.
Not
Okay.
bad, not bad.
15.
What is their will? I think it's against will.
I believe so. Yeah.
Because it's not fortitude or reflex. It would be.
It's
will,
actually a
'cause that's
perception
mental.
DC.
Oh.
For telling a lie, it comes up across a perception DC, which is kind of weird.
Right. Right.
So I mean,
Oh, yeah, because it's
okay.
a sense motive type.
It's a fairly decent lie.
That's funny. That's funny as hell.
So you stride
Wait,
in,
are
you lie, and then you're backing out. Or you said you were walking away.
Yeah, because are you guys coming in or
I mean, we kind
through
of
this crack?
see. We talked about it, but we never picked a plan because one plan was for you to go down and draw them out, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Elenier
yeah.
said, "Well, what if they don't follow you?" And you're like, "Good point." And then we didn't pick a plan.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're learning. We're learning.
Yep. So what is the plan then before we continue in combat? Are you coming back out and then we're waiting for them to follow you?
Damn it. Yeah, I'm coming back out and then we'll
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you still have your second movement. You have what, 25 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So,
So
I would come out.
Just
to,
yeah,
like-
just right here.
No, I wouldn't do that for the main
Yeah.
reason of they're throwing darts, right? So you want to remove their visibility of you. So when they
Well,
come
remember,
out,
they're at the bottom
It's so
of a
far
pit.
though. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really far.
Because they're at the bottom of it's a 10-foot deep pit. So like as you back away, and especially around the corner, like you've broken line of sight with them.
yeah. But as soon as they come up there, if they have line of sight, they can throw dart at you. So I would suggest coming here because then they're going to be like, "Where'd she go?" And then they'll follow you,
Good
Okay.
call, good call.
and then you'll be in melee.
So Aurelia, you had talked about delaying until after Nulara went. You want to take your turn
Yes,
now?
please.
Perfect.
So, she is going to pull out a bottle of alchemist fire
Mhm.
and then take an
Ooh.
action
Oh shit!
to
Yes, bomb them.
to step back over here and
Uh-huh.
possibly hide if possible.
Yeah, there's enough rubble and stuff that you can use the rubble to kind of like hide.
All right, so
Nice.
that's a stealth roll.
Yes.
What if it was like no? What if it was like a medicine roll.
You can use
that's
crafting because you're an
17.
alchemist. Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah, you use
So,
crafting.
so you pull
I'm gonna
out,
make a
make
spot
a,
to
make a
hide.
tent. So you pull out alchemist fire, like crawl behind some rubble and hide. So you're pretty hidden right now.
I love this. That's
That's
awesome.
it. That's your turn.
Those are all 3 of my actions.
You
Perfect.
made a fort.
Elenir.
Did you move her in initiative? Yes. Okay. Well, actually, she'd be like a 10, right? Because she went after. Oh no. Okay.
I just put it as 11. Just yeah.
Just for fun.
The number doesn't matter as much as the order does, right?
Yeah. It's the lesser known cousin. Damn it! You beat me to it. That's exactly what I was gonna say,
brain.
except for shitty.
Same brain.
Dang
You guys
it.
share the same brain cell.
Mhm.
Yeah. Damn. She's too good, guys. She's too good. All right. Shit. What am I doing? Because I was just gonna go in and start hitting people with Okay. All right. I wish I could ready 2 things, but I can't.
You can't even delay your turn past them because they're before you in initiative too. Which
Yeah,
is,
exactly, right? So it doesn't even matter. I have to do something. All right, I'm going to do something ridiculous. Oh, wait. Do I have a shot from here? I can't see any of them, can I?
You can't see. You'd have to go into the room because of the pit.
Because of the pit. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take another step. Can I still see in this direction?
Yes, you could totally see all that
Okay.
space.
So what I'm doing is I'm cutting off line of sight. So
Mhm.
that way, even when they get up to like this square, one of these squares,
Yep.
they won't be in melee with me. And I have 15 feet of I have 30 feet of movement. So even though it's difficult terrain,
Mhm.
I can get to there.
Yep.
Because I'm an elf. And that's one move action. And then I'm going to ready a short bow attack. And that is my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Hal.
All right. I would like to move. Stride.
Sure. Just
However
remember,
long
all
this
those
is.
squares are difficult terrain, but you can go ahead and stride. Remember, that's going through the wall, but you can go
Sorry.
through. Yeah.
So
That
yeah,
first
so
one
you
would
see what it
be
did?
15 feet, and the second one would be 10 feet because of the difficult terrain, right?
Yep.
Because and it's diagonal, so really just add 5 more feet to that 15. So getting to that square would be 20 feet.
Got it. I will stride over.
Mhm.
Boink. I will take out my sling
Okay.
and start spin. Does sling have the reloading property?
It does.
Yeah, it'll say reload 1, reload 0.
But I imagine when you have it tucked away, you can have a rock wrapped up ready to go.
I don't see it have R1.
It says,
Let me see.
I see it has reload 1 when I look on the,
Propulsive sling group simple effects.
let's see, looking at,
Reload
Are
one.
you guys
Is that
searching the
what it
website?
is?
yeah,
got it.
reload 1.
Okay.
Reload one. And I'll
But,
be.
No, I love the idea of you just when you wrap it up and put it away, you already have a rock inside of it. That makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yeah, same as walking around with a bolt in your crossbow, right?
So I'll do that and get ready for them.
Okay.
They might-
So 1 action to stride,
out.
1 action to pull out the sling. You
Yep.
still have 1 action left, right?
I'm holding it.
Well, it's
Mhm.
2
and
actions to
ready
hold.
action.
It's
Oh,
2
it's 2?
actions. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. I will cast shield again.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Nice.
All right. The composition drops. So Nular, you're the only one close enough to hear like these voices, and you don't even understand like what they're saying. But you hear one of them like kind of chittering, and one of them chittering back, and they seem to be having like a small argument.
You go get him. You go get him.
And then one of them basically in the front, all of a sudden you see sort of like comes out the door. It actually does come out the door, and like sees you like standing there by yourself. To climb out of the pit and then to stride, it took 2 actions for this creature. And it sees you, and it's going to attack. Well, actually, I don't think it would do that. Actually, what it does is it casts a spell. It casts Bane.
It's 2 actions to
wow.
do that.
It
Was
is.
it
It
2
can't-
actions to get out here?
It was 2 to get out. Yeah, it didn't have enough movement to get to it, so it can't actually do that.
The moment it comes out, does my attack interrupt its action economy, or is it able to complete its turn first?
I think you would probably be able to just specify a trigger, which is seeing it.
Which I
So-
did, yes.
Right.
All right, let's see if I can actually hit this thing.
I believe.
Nope, natural 1.
I don't
love
believe.
dice, yo.
You hit me. No, he didn't.
Oh man, I love dice. I love fake dice. That's my turn. Or that's not even my turn. That's my held action.
That was your whole action. The good thing is it was such a bad shot that like it didn't seem to notice
Me?
that you
Hey, that's
fired
fine.
it. It doesn't even notice you because I think your arrow like didn't even make it into the building. Okay,
It like hits the rubble right in front of me.
so really it looks at you and it tries to it actually tries to like intimidate you. What is that called?
Demoralized.
Demoralize. So it's going to attempt to demoralize you with its 1 action, Nulara. So it's going to make an intimidation check against your will save DC.
Hell yeah.
So
The tables have turned.
intimidate is based on what skill?
So it'll be against my will.
It's against your will, yeah, but intimidate is charisma based. Okay.
Yep.
It gets a 10.
14.
Yeah.
So you are unscared of this thing. It thinks it's being scary, but it's not. All right, Nulara. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, Nulara.
Since it's already right in front of me, power attack with a longsword.
Oh, that's right. You got power attack. Go for it.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's 2 actions.
2 actions,
That's
double.
22.
Dang!
Shit.
12. It's dead.
22 hits, 12, and that's not even all the damage because you still got another D8 to roll, but yeah. Dead. So it's standing in the doorway. You see all its
Oh,
buddies.
Max damage.
What? Damn,
Jeez,
20.
double-
It's
so
dead.
20. Yeah.
20.
So it comes out, it thinks, it like yells at you, goes like, and you just like pop and like
I
pop
raise
its
an eyebrow. Yeah.
pop its head off, right? And behind the door, all 3 of them that are like sneaking up that thought they got this like easy catch, now they are like shitting their pants basically.
Oh, damn.
Watch his head
That wasn't
pop
the
off.
goal.
So that was your first action. Sorry, the first 2
You should-
actions.
Yeah.
You should have
so on
shoved
third-
him. Should have shoved him.
Uh,
No, it's good. It's good. You killed one. You killed one. Don't listen to me.
ray shield for my 3rd one.
Remember, guys, we don't have the +1 anymore because it was only 1 round.
Yep. Okay, so you raise your shield.
Yes.
Okay, Aurelia, from behind your hiding spot.
Is it possible to take a step forward and then hide there?
So what you would basically be doing is like the sneak action. So you're already hidden, so you're kind of maintaining your hide as you move. You make another stealth roll to maintain your hide.
Okay.
And you can move up to half. I believe it's up to half your
Movement.
stride speed. So you can definitely scoot forward 1. Make another stealth roll.
Ooh.
14.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ready an action. So when I see one of those guys like go up over here, I am going to throw my flask of alchemist fire.
Okay.
Like right there, beyond the door.
Yes, beyond the
Oh,
door.
Nice. That's cool.
Okay. Elenir.
All right, Elenir is fucking annoyed. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Can you shoot at them from the crowd? Oh, wait, no.
From like here? No.
I mean, you could run. You have enough movement speed to get back into that crack.
Yeah, I can get right there with my movement.
I think you have 35 feet, right?
No, I have 30.
Oh, okay. I thought the elf had extra.
Well, it is. Where is my speed on my sheet? No, it's 30. 30.
Okay. Because you started back here, right? So if you went here, here, and then here,
Oh, we're doing angles. Okay.
I'm saying you could make this angle, but because moving here to here is 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then here to here is 20, and then there to there would be 30. So you could get in there.
That's true. That's true.
There's no wall in that corner, so then you rush up into that space, and now you can see they're all like trained eyes on the door, but you definitely have line of sight now.
Hmm. I'm just gonna. How tall are those arrow slits? I see arrow slits in the doors, in the walls.
Yeah,
How high are they off the ground?
They are, a decent human. There's no guidance here, but like I would imagine probably like enough that a human could stand at it and like fire arrows out. So if you were on the outside, it's harder to fire in than out, but you could definitely attempt it.
Hmm. Okay. Damn, Aurelia's just straight killing fools over here.
Sorry about that.
Okay. So we did.
I have no idea what to do. I'm gonna take another move action to go back to my original spot and cast shield, because I can no longer ready anything.
Perfect. How?
I'm gonna say
right.
to Hal. There are 3 more, and it looks like they're coming out of the door that Nulara came out of. Maybe not. They might come this way because she just decapitated one.
Okay. They can come as they are. I will hold an action as I spin. Well, I'll cast shield again on myself and hold an action while I spin the sling over my head.
Perfect. And you're just waiting to see if you can see someone you're going to take a shot?
Yep.
Okay. All right. One of these guys takes their... So the first thing they do is one of them strides here into the doorway. Aurelia, you were holding your action to throw this, right?
That is correct.
Okay,
so I am going to throw bomb.
Okay.
Hold before we resolve
Burn
that.
it.
Before we resolve that, is her stealth roll high enough?
No, it does not actually.
So they're not flat-footed.
They're not flat-footed against. But how does the bomb thing? It's an attack roll.
So
it's a ranged attack.
Okay.
And it has a range of 20 feet. And basically, it doesn't hit, so I don't think anything happened.
Well, it still must go off, right?
Here's the thing. Were you aiming for a person or were you aiming for a square? Because in Pathfinder, you can choose to, instead of attacking a person, like with a bomb, you can attack a square where someone is standing, and the AC of that is 5. Which is why bombs are so good in Pathfinder.
It is kind of a bomb. So, yeah, that's what I was trying to throw.
So, yeah, like this one definitely, it doesn't say about, like, nothing about like targeting the space as far as I can tell. So, it misses, but does it still go off? So it hits. Like, here's the thing: you miss, but it must still go off, right? It doesn't just not go off.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If an attack with a splash weapon fails, succeeds, or critically succeeds, all creatures within 5 feet of the target take the splash damage.
Yeah. Bombs have splash damage.
So it's not a critical miss. So I think the actual damage from hitting doesn't go off, but the splash damage does.
Yeah, so that's 1 splash of fire.
Okay, so this guy takes fire damage. This guy hiding around the corner that you can't even see takes splash damage. Right, there's no save for that. It's just splash damage. Okay. So it splashes and hits a couple of those guys.
And then I like this thing where I hide, so I'm going to do that.
Well, you were holding your action, right? So it's not even your turn. Right. You pop out of hiding, throw the thing, it splashes at his feet, kind of short, and then he just like gets a little fire on him, and then looks up and makes eye contact with you.
Oh boy.
So he's already taken a stride action. So he moves out, gets pelted with a fire, and moves right next to New Lara. I think he is kind of surprised now that there's more than one. This is the first time they've noticed more than one. Draws his short sword with a second action, and then will take an attack against New Lara. New Lara, did you raise your shield?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Okay, 23.
Hits.
Okay.
Even if you raise your
blocking
shield?
it with my shield, yeah,
Nice,
it's 20.
nice.
Okay,
But I'm
so that
blocking it.
the 5 damage is absorbed by your shield.
Okay.
Very cool.
And then like the one here calls something back in Undercommon, which if you understand Undercommon is basically saying there's more of them. This one comes here, still getting a little fire damage. Draws a dart and throws the dart at Aurelia.
Sounds great.
13.
Yes, done hit.
13 misses.
Yes.
All right, and New Lara, you can kind of sense a bit of this one that's kind of back here in the room, and seeing this, it uses its action to basically scurry away, and it gets all the way to this door in the back and throws it open. Okay, that's their turn.
Can I see that little guy?
That's a good question. Looking, yeah, you would have it through that crack and through him running there. You would definitely have a shot on him.
Oh yeah,
This
you were
one right
holding
here.
your
Yeah,
attack.
what's the range on your sling?
It is. I want to say. I'll just use it. Sling 50-foot range.
Okay, so
Oh. That's a natural 20.
Dang.
Nice. That's your second one.
yeah, so it's over 50 feet, so it takes a penalty. So it's a -2.
Wait, hold on. Who is he attacking? Is he attacking this one or this one?
I think he was attacking the one that was running away.
The one that was
Oh.
running.
Oh.
Yeah, so back in the room as this one's running away, he would get the shot off. It's going to hit. A 22 is a hit, and it's a crit because, the natural 20 makes it one higher than it is. So
12
that's
points of damage.
6,
Oops.
12 points of damage.
Propulsive. What is that?
It means you can add your strength modifier to the damage done.
Oh,
Yep.
So your strength
The
bonus is
stronger
plus
you
0,
are,
I think.
the more it hurts.
But either way, with a crit, 12 is enough to kill this thing. So your rock sails into the room and cracks it in the head. And it dies before it can even get to the door to open it. Nice. Good job, Hal. Good calling that out. All right.
digital dice, y'all.
New Lara. And don't forget, we got hero points to use.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here digital dice have almost never been a problem for you, Rick. We've already talked about this. I get bad rolls, so you can get good rolls.
It's
Okay.
true.
Propulsive is
Awesome.
half your strength modifier. That's what propulsive is. Thank you, Ronald.
Thank you.
And the regular failure on the alchemist stuff does splash damage. Yeah, that's what I figured. Good.
Nice.
We're
nice.
getting it. So New Lara, it is your turn. You have 3 actions.
Same thing. Power attack with my longsword.
Perfect.
So 19.
That
Yeah.
is enough. 9. You get another dice of damage, so 14.
Wow.
Yeah, completely dead.
I'm glad we have someone on the party who's competent and does what they're supposed to do.
Okay, 14, and then I don't
Wait, did
want-
Hal kill that other one with 12 points of damage?
Yes.
Yep.
He caved the Mitflits head in with this rock. It sailed
Wow.
from outside the keep through the narrow corridor into that big room, 80 feet away, and just beelined it right in the thing's head.
Man, why is Hal playing an instrument? He should
power of
clearly.
Hal.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there was so much negative modifiers to that roll based on distance and partial cover. It didn't matter. You crit killed it.
It's amazing.
Yes, it is very amazing.
And then I'll raise my shield.
Okay,
That's it for my turn.
Aurelia.
Crossbow attack on the one that's right in front of me.
Yep.
Ooh, that's an 8. We're coming up on the
Okay.
end, so I'm going to use a hero point.
Thank you. And please hit.
No. Oh wait.
That's 15?
15 is enough to hit?
You.
Yay! That's 2 piercing damage.
Okay. 2, it's not dead. Okay, but you do hit.
Reload and hide.
Okay. So you reload and you basically push yourself into the rubble to try to hide from it. Okay. Pretty good. You hit it with the arrow. It goes, the bolt. It like yanks it out and looks up, and then it seems to have a hard time finding out where you are. All right, Elenir.
After what happened last time, there's no reason for Elenir to go in there and put himself in danger, especially the fact that Nulara is just killing things left and right.
Mhm.
But he feels fantastically useless at this point, so he's just going to ready daze. He's going to cast shield, and then I can do 2 cantrips.
Yep.
Because of the way the system
No
works.
problem. Yeah. Awesome.
And then daze is readied. So as soon as the target comes around the corner, I attack its mind.
Okay. Awesome. Hal, top of the round. Just got a nice kill. Nobody saw it except for you, so you're the only one that knows this magnificence that happened.
Yep.
I'll reload 1
Okay.
and start swinging my sling around for another attack. That is my 3 actions.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at chat. What was your 3 actions? I missed it.
Reload and ready sling attack.
Perfect. Okay. This guy, seeing like everyone else around him dead and getting blasted, he's going to begin his striding out of the room. And again, Hal, like as he crosses where the last one died to your sling attack, and the one that died fell into the pit. So he's in your line of sight again. Unfortunately, with the distance and with the distance modifier giving it a penalty and the partial cover, this one misses.
Hero point.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm digging it. Hero point. Oh my god, another crit!
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Cool.
Sniper.
10
All right.
points of
Nice.
damage.
Yep. How would you like to do this? Because again, the exact same shot, the exact same roll. Describe how you kill this last guy.
So I cast my shield, or I reload it. I look over to Elenir and I start swinging around. What'd you think this time? I can hit them again? And then I let go of the sling and quickly pick up my loot and say,
Be careful.
I'm not worried about copyright. We're performing. This is our own take on music. Very awesome. Yeah, you guys successfully defeated these things. You get 80 experience points.
Very nice.
Also, just to call out, just for future reference, you can only ready a single action. You can't ready like a cantrip or a spell because that's a 2 action sort of thing. So
Very cool.
you can't ready days, for instance.
Okay.
Okay.
you said 80?
80, yeah. 20 per.
Nulara has no idea that Hal killed them, so she'll go like, "Hang on a second, it's just 2. I think I swear I saw 4 inside when I went in."
Yeah.
As I look at Aurelia, if I can even see her.
What's
pops
your
up.
perception?
Oh. Perception.
She popped up.
She popped up in you. So you wouldn't have been able to see her actually. And then she pops up.
Oh.
And you poke your head in the room all anxiously, and it looks like, they're not there. And maybe at the end of the pit, you can see them like lying towards the bottom of the pit.
Oh shit. Is what she says.
Anyone else we need to get rid of?
It seems to be clear, and then I'll yell out, "All clear!"
Something's lagging my computer tonight. Hopefully my stream's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, and as you get in now a better sense of the room, like they were definitely down there. It almost looked like they were like excavating this hole. And there's like a bunch of dead bodies in the bottom with caved in rocks, like caved in heads with giant rocks like inset.
Can I do detect magic?
Okay. Yep. So from where you are,
down in the hole.
Yeah, no magic.
Any shinies? I'll, push dancing lights down there. Is it?
Okay. I did add them as summons that you can actually drop in there. So the only thing that you seem to notice on them, right? They all have like their like rusty haphazard short swords, and then they all seem to have like a few darts that are on them, but they don't seem to be carrying any cash. Each one has 10 darts, so basically there's a ton of darts if anyone wants darts.
I'll grab some darts. How many?
I mean, there's just about 35 of them here.
Whoa.
Although to get them, you'd probably have to like drop into this pit to retrieve them off the body, but you totally could. And I think what it is remember, because you have bulk, which allows you to carry a certain amount of stuff. And so 10 darts is one bulk, I believe is how that works. I know that some of you guys, you're strong, so you probably don't have any kind of issue with bulk. Yeah, you got plenty of inventory space if you want to grab 10 darts or 20 darts. It's up to you.
I'll grab all 30.
Okay.
5.
35 darts. Tucking them into your backpack or something.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah, this room appears to be some kind of like sinkhole. Obviously the whole walls are like scarred with like acid and burn scars like on the walls. Looks like the roof is like caved in. There's probably a roof long ago, and all that rubble at the bottom of the pit is like open to the sky above.
Like, is there anything in this room that would clue us in on what they were trying to do?
And do you guys want to take some time? Like, if you want to like you can either like try to like look from the top of the ledge or like descend down into the pit and search around and try to figure it out. Like, you tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you, if there's a roll to make.
How deep is the pit?
10 feet.
I'll jump down.
Okay.
I mean, isn't there a way to climb down? Isn't that what this rubble is?
You could climb. Yeah, I mean, you can climb down with an athletics check, or you can just jump down. But I think 10 feet is enough to take fall damage.
Yeah, let's not.
Do you want to try climbing down, Nulara?
But don't I get, or is that a feat?
For what?
Like, as a fighter, I can do those things? I
don't
remember reading that.
Maybe there's a thing.
Where? Is it one of your...
On
there's
Nephis.
lots of feats.
It says when you fall more than 5 feet, you take bludgeoning damage equal to half the distance you fell. So jumping down 10 feet would be like, you'd basically take 5
points of damage.
Is there a feat or something that allows you, like maybe some sort of fighter feature that allows you to take less damage from jumps? If so, let's hear it, because that sounds cool.
I will climb down while I look for this feat.
Okay, make an athletics check for me to navigate the climb. And don't roll low this time, please.
So I have a hero point.
Oh, yeah, no
19.
problem.
Boop.
Okay, so you descend down. Is everyone else just watching Nulara from the top?
I'm casting... hold on, is Hal doing... Oh, wait, we already know that there's no magic down here. Because casted Detect
Hal's
Magic
using
before.
Detect Magic. It doesn't seem to be any magic.
Yeah, I use detect magic, and I'm just refocusing as she climbs down there.
I'm reading short bow attack at this door or this door, because I know that this section goes towards where that creature went.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was our whole point for going this way.
Mm-hmm. Also, Hal saw, like, both the ones he killed were running for that door.
Yep.
So, Nulara, you're in the bottom of the rubble. It just looks like a bunch of rubble, per se. If you want to search around in it, you can give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Okay. Digging through,
Um,
like looking, see if maybe you could figure out like what they were doing, what they're looking at, anything like that.
Like, is there food in here? Maybe they were camping in here.
Yeah, you spend a few minutes like looking through, trying to find some answers, but you don't find anything that seems to give you any hint to what they were doing.
I guess they were just congregating here. I say to the group.
May I do a perception check as well?
Sure. Well, you want to do it from the top, or you're going to descend in?
No, I'm doing it from right here, like overlooking what she's doing.
Sure. I'll allow you to do that as well. The only thing that catches your eye in this whole thing is in this like small edge of the pile, like back here, you catch the slightest image of what appears to be like a blue worm that looks pretty sizable, like a good snack or something for these creatures. That's like crawling through some rubble.
Elenir points to it and says, Nulara, your guess about them looking for food might be right. There's a blue worm over there. Can I do would that be nature? Figure out what kind of...
Yeah, you can give me a
worm
recall
that is?
knowledge nature.
Wait, would this be cavern lore? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's a natural 20.
It's a crit.
Would it be a
Nice.
cavern-based creature?
This one I do not think it is, no.
Okay. Well, it would be a 27 if it was, but it's a
Okay.
25.
This is a bright blue grub. That's what it's referred to as. It's a very basic worm, not particularly rare to the area, not poisonous of any sort. It's just a good snack. So you're pretty sure that they were looking for some sort of food, snacks.
Yeah, it's a bright blue grub. I think you were right, Nolara. Food. That's one of the things they eat.
Wow, this one grub for all four of them? While I climb back up.
I doubt it. They were probably they were looking for more than just the one.
I would say while they're doing all this looking, right, like Hal is like detecting magic and standing on top, and Aurelia is kind of like also watching the room with your search that you were doing. You're kind of drawn to like the burn scars and acid scorch marks all around the walls and stuff that really speak to your alchemist nature, you know? If you're interested, you can try to
Can I use my feet?
Ooh,
to
what is
see
your
if
feet?
it's- Wait, that's wrong one. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if like I can detect if this was made by alchemical, if the scorch marks are done by alchemical means.
Okay. Use go ahead and do the identify alchemy on some sort of. It says you're supposed to use an item, but I'll allow you to do it against the wall if you'd like. So go ahead and use the crafting skill.
So that would be a 25.
Nice. As you kind of like look across the size and the depth of these acid scorch marks and fire, you're pretty sure that these are less of an alchemical. They don't seem to be alchemical in nature.
Good to know.
You're pretty sure that this might be more in like magic realm. Similar effects, still acid, but the size, the shape, either it's a really, really big bomb or a really powerful magic.
Good to know.
And so you guys spend, some time going through these runes, checking to figure out what they were doing, and Elenir is, both watching the doors carefully to attack whatever comes through and somehow looking for all the blue grubs, but nothing comes and interrupts you guys while you're in here.
Looks like a dud.
Yeah. So it appears,
Elenir, is there enough clearance here for Elenir to walk along this path, or is that too tight?
it's small, but not so much that I'm going to make you roll. If this was like mid-combat or something, it might be trickier, but right now you can just like sidle along at your own pace.
So he kind of sidles against the wall, and then he looks up at Hal and says, "You said they were going down towards this door. I mean, there's going to be more of them there, but it's definitely the same direction where that other one went when it ran away. So it might be their base of operations. Are we going to remove the threat?"
Yes. I'm going to point to the door.
Yeah, you want to move over to the door? I think, too, as you kind of move to the door, the wood is a little bit nicer than all the other doors. This one doesn't look like it's falling off the hinge like a lot of the other doors you've seen, but it has rotted away a bit, so much so that you can kind of see through it just a tad, not like a clear image, but you can see glimpses beyond. What is your perception?
+5.
Okay. So as you're looking through this, you notice there on the other side of this door, there is a skeleton clad in armor made out of gnarled roots, bones, and rusted metal, clenching a giant morning star, or like not a giant morning star, but like a full-size morning star. And it's just leaning against a door on the opposite side. So that skeleton, your token you guys saw earlier, you now can see it through this door. There's a skeleton guarding this room.
May I do like would that be an occultism check? What kind of check would that be? Oh, geez, look at that guy.
Probably occultism is a good check. What are you trying to like figure out what it is?
Yeah, like what it is, and if I can speak to it, if I can reason with it, or if it's just some type of
Sure. Give me a occultism recall knowledge. Skeletons like this likely don't have much ability to talk. Probably not much reasoning with them or communicating in any way. They lack the ability to communicate. They are driven purely by usually whatever sort of like will their creators have imbued them with.
All right, so then Elenir is going to move away from the door and kind of like shout whisper across and let the rest of the group know that there's a skeleton over there. We're not going to be able to reason with it. It's holding a weapon. It's very much going to be a threat. And ask if the group wants to do the same thing we did last time, which is have Nulara maybe like stand here, and then the rest of us could be, away from the door and just attack it as it gets into melee with Nulara.
I put up a thumbs up.
I'm not sure I'm too keen on fighting another one of those.
Another skeleton?
Another one of them enemies.
Oh. Are we low on... I'm still good. I can still keep going, or do we need
to be fair, Elenir, you did almost die.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to get in melee with anything anymore. Do we want to take an hour and rest? Or, I mean, how are we doing this then?
I think it's
perhaps just another way to press on, and then we can come back to it.
I'm just concerned that if we go a different direction, eventually somebody might come from that direction, and then say we get in a fight, and then the things come up behind us. I don't know. I feel like if we see a threat, we should take it out. But if we want to explore elsewhere, I feel like we need to clear this level if we're going to go deeper. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here, right? We need to investigate this place.
Technically, Rin asked you guys to check out the lighthouse and see if indeed it is glowing and what might be causing it. Yeah.
Can we see the lighthouse from any of the angles that we've been so far?
So, because you can see the lighthouse towers across the keep, from in here, you're pretty sure it's in like the northern direction. It's kind of like seems to be more towards like the middle or back end of the keep. So, from where you guys are, if you had actually, because like here with the roof being like broken in so many places, if you were to look up, you would definitely even see it sort of in like, well, that's not the ruler. Like in this direction of some sort, yeah. So you're pretty sure the lighthouse portion of this would be away. Definitely not on the front end of the building.
So then Elenir responds and says, I see your point. I just don't like leaving threats at our back. And if we're going towards the lighthouse, they're definitely going to be behind us.
I do respect that, and I will leave this decision up to the rest of our companions.
I mean, it is just standing there. I think, you know, maybe we just move it and go through the door.
With my 23, do I know that it's a threat?
You're pretty sure this thing is a sizable threat, especially like as armed as it is. Like it's depending. It's hard. You didn't get a great look at it, but like skeletons can range in power depending on the strength of how it was imbued and what kind of skeleton it is. It could be a pushover. It could be a significant threat. It just depends on the magic that's animating it.
Maybe we come back when we're stronger. It did seem very well armed.
And it's got glowing eyes, so maybe.
Yeah. When Nulara wakes up from her nap, we'll let her. We'll figure out what she wants.
So, yeah, so there is that room. You know that seems to be an important direction because that's where all these Mitflits are running towards. But the lighthouse is in an opposite direction, and this room that you've entered, it seems to be like a pretty big open space.
Yeah, so if I look through the roof here, can I see the tower? The lighthouse?
Think so, because it's pretty tall. So I'm going to say it's probably more like here. Like it's this door that's here, right? This probably isn't it. It seems like it lies just a little bit beyond that door. In that direction. Like it's a little further in.
I'm going to come up to here and listen through the door.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
14.
Okay. You press your ear. You're listening for any kind of movement, anything that might be on that side. Nothing. It sounds very quiet.
Does this door look like destroyed, kind of like the ones we've been dealing with so far, besides the one through the skeleton?
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty like rotting away. Not as bad as some of the other doors, but it's not falling off the hinges, at least.
All right. Well, let's go through this one then. And then he walks over here. This one. Or this one.
Yeah, there's all those doors that you see.
Well, this door right here is towards the lighthouse, correct?
Yeah, I think they're all kind of in the same direction. Either this one or this one.
Those two seem the most likely candidates.
Yep.
And then...
Did you want me to open it?
Well, I think we wait for our friend, our narcoleptic. Narcoleptic. There it is. Wrong vowel. And he picks up a little rock and throws it in Nulara's face.
So another thing we can do real quick while we're waiting for that is like as you know, you guys are walking around and Elenir is like showing you all these things, and Aurelia he's using investigate and you're still moving around on this searching. Aurelia, as you kind of move in this room, like over in this corner, you actually notice something hidden. So I'm just double checking the specifics of this one. Yeah. So this stone wall looks very strange to you. This little alcove right here.
I'm not. Are you on the? You might be on the GM layer.
Oh yeah, I'm on the GM layer. This little alcove right here. You look at it, Aurelia, and it catches your eye as you're searching this room, and you guys are doing like a careful search because that's your action, right? Searching. And it looks to you like there's a section of this wall that can potentially like slide. And as you notice it, there's basically you found like a secret door that you can slide open if you'd wish.
I'm going to slide open the secret door.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Elenir motions Hal to come over to kind of back up, or provide backup for Aurelia since we're opening a
Okay.
door.
Yeah, you slide the door.
To come this direction. I mean,
You slide the door open, nice and easy, right? It scrapes over, and you find a little tiny alcove. As you look in the alcove, it's obviously very tiny. It's almost like a closet, sort of. There are, looking at the room, there's all kinds of grooves like carved into the stonework here. But it looks to be empty. Also take 10 experience points, everyone, for finding the secret door.
ooh.
Nice.
So yeah, you've discovered a secret alcove, but it doesn't look like much.
Aurelia, does it look like there's a knot on my head? I don't know why it hurts.
Aren't you wearing a helm?
Huh?
Maybe you got a little banged up when they when they threw some darts at you.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know what happened. I zoned out and then you guys weren't in there anymore.
It's quite all right. We found the secret door.
Oh.
Looks empty, but I'm a little suspicious.
Okay. Don't stay too far away. I'll be
Apologies,
right
we won't leave you
behind
behind.
No, you. They just drag me out. I don't want any of you to get knocked down again.
So yeah, this room is covered in grooves, and the floor itself almost looks to have stone patterns carved into it.
Is there any kind of check to see what that is? What that looks like?
I mean, you tell me, how do you want to look at it from an occult perspective, an arcana perspective, what sort of if you're trained in a certain way, let me know, and then I can have you do a check.
Well, I'm trained in arcana, crafting, society, astrology, cavern lore, occultism.
I would say you could probably do an arcana one for me.
Yep. He's a bit of a Renaissance elf. 14.
Okay. Taking a look over it, you get a good sense that this probably has some magical nature, some magical sort of reasoning behind it, but you're unable to grasp what it might be.
Is it magical?
There's no magic coming off it, no.
Would read aura do anything for me?
You focus on
Probably
the casting
because it's not magical, maybe not.
Yeah, you focus on it and you spend a minute focusing on this thing. It's not magical.
Okay.
There's no magical aura coming off it. No magic off of detect magic.
So, Elenir will say that there seems to be some type of magical reason for these, but I don't know what it is, and it's not magical in and of itself.
Well, I suppose we could come back to it later.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's a closet, right? And do you want to? You can just leave the. I'm not going to put the dynamic lighting back because you know of it, so you can come back whenever you want. But yeah, there's just a weird closet with weird grooves carved into it that's not magical.
Maybe we'll know after.
Yep.
Okay. So as you kind of look here too, you can see there seems to be a lot more doors sort of on the western wall, and then this door and this door, one of which you're pretty sure, especially standing where you are now because the rubble's gone so that you can look straight up, Elenir. You are pretty sure that this door right here leads directly to the lighthouse.
$15 perception. Do I hear anything?
Completely silent.
Elenir comes back and says, if you all are done checking out the magic cupboard, let's maybe that's it. You put something in it, close the door, and then reopen it, and it becomes a toy, or vice versa. He points to the north. I'm fairly certain this way leads to the lighthouse, which is our objective.
I cast Mage Hand and open the door.
You use Mage Hand to open the door. It doesn't budge. It seems stuck or locked. Yep. You're trying. It doesn't budge.
Meta question, and I apologize for breaking character. Does anyone have thievery points? Like, did any of us spec in that direction?
I have one. I don't know why though. Oh, because of my dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh,
good
I'm
to know.
actually trained in it.
Oh, you're trained in thievery? All right, there you go.
Apparently.
Do you have thieves tools?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, come on. I feel like she would. Okay. That just feels weird.
I mean, maybe we just walk back to town and then walk back.
Yeah, that's an hour walk.
Yeah, no, it's totally possible. Let's see. So these tools, I don't even know how much they cost. Or if you have the bulk to spare on them, I don't even know
It's 3 GP, 1 large bulk, and it takes 2 hands.
Okay, so
Well, now we could also just break the door open if we're not concerned. If you don't think that there's anything behind it.
The L stands for light, so it's 10 L's for 1 bulk. So it's actually not very bulky at all. Same as the dart, like 10 darts. I think darts are L's too, so 10 darts is 1 bulk.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, you don't have these tools to open it, or you could go back down and buy some, and or use a little elbow grease.
New Laura, I think that's your cue. If you wanna.
No, yeah, I gathered, but I remember before when I was
Like a craft check to try and break the door down in a.
No, when I would dig graves that weren't supposed to be underground. Sometimes it's a trial and error, but there's traps. I mean, I don't mind breaking this in, but maybe you guys can step away a little bit just in case.
Well, who's
I think I could take it.
Hold on, who's here is particularly perceptive? Maybe someone can go up and check the door traps. I don't have that much experience with them.
Neither do I.
We all look at the 17-year-old child.
I can have a look. My hand won't move it, but I can go look.
Okay.
So that would just be a search action, right? To like.
Did you get out of the way?
Is that correct?
No, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, what's your perception, Hal?
Perception is E5.
So 5 expert. You have 5 bonus. Okay. You give it a good glancing over, and it appears to be completely untrapped. You're pretty certain. You give it, you spend a few minutes making sure, and looks good. Just looks like a normal door. No funny business.
Looks good to me. I will play a little tune and give myself guidance and look again.
You want to spend another few minutes?
Are these stairs up to like the next floor?
So what you see there is there's actually a staircase that goes up to a second floor that no longer exists. It's collapsed in upon itself. But these stairs do go up and then dead end there. But once upon a time, they did go to a second floor.
Okay. Just checking. There's just so many doors here. It just feels weird to me as someone who plays video games to be like, no, we're not going to check any of these doors. Okay. Yeah. No traps. Let's do this.
All right.
So guidance does what? It allows you to add how much to your skill check? Okay, a +1. Okay, so you give it another once over. You spend like another couple of minutes looking at it, and again, you're pretty sure it's good. I have to look up. I got to figure out what the rules are, or if there's penalties for like trying multiple checks over and over. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, you're pretty sure. Nothing wrong at all. So
everything looks good.
All right.
You try the handle, Nunara, and it is definitely like locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try and bust through it.
Sure. All right. That's
Athletics.
going. Give me an athletics roll.
25.
Oh, dang. So a little bit of good like shoulder grease and like, give it from like a slam into the shoulder, and the door like flies open. So let me go ahead and take this door off. So the door flies open, and as it opens, you watch as it kind of like sparkly disintegrates into nothingness. Like in one instant, you watch as it goes through like hundreds of years of decay and just disappears.
Whoa.
And
what?
And you look in and you see the smooth walls of this circular room are painted a light gray with no indication of seams between the blocks of stone. A set of iron stairs winds upward along the curved walls before terminating at a trapdoor in the ceiling nearly 100 feet high. A red bloodstain glistens on the floor at the room's center, as though a human-sized creature bled to death on the floor very recently, despite there being no body in sight. And as you bust open the door to the Gauntlight lighthouse, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Hooray!
With a murder mystery.
Murder mystery time!
Oh, it's not a murder mystery. We just throw one of these bodies in there and it's going to decompose super fast. And then we know not to go in there because it's going to age us.
Got
Aegis?
crap on my
Aegis?
leg.
Like a shield?
Hey.
So yeah, welcome to the Gauntlight lighthouse.
Very
Good
cool.
job. We got through a couple of combats and we did some exploration. We found a secret door. It's our first secret door of the campaign.
Yeah, I got 10
Narnia.
XP for that. Very cool.
Actually, yeah, for busting down this door, go ahead and take 10 more XP.
oh,
So
nice.
that brings me and my total to 290. Is that accurate to everybody?
290.
I also have 290.
Oh, I guess I
Same.
didn't add experience earlier.
What did you have, Jordan?
I must have missed combat experience because I'm at 200. So did you guys add 80 experience from that last
There's
fight?
80 experience in that last fight.
Yeah, so I
And
didn't add
the 10
I
for
didn't
the
add
door.
experience from that. Yeah. I just missed that experience.
So yeah, we are. So that's a question from chat is like, are we doing 1,000 experience per level? And that's like the standard. So that's what I was planning on doing. There is some sort of not precedence, but like there's different level systems. The fast leveling is 800 experience per level, and that's for like
Ooh.
mega dungeon stuff. So I will leave it to you
Wait,
guys.
Hold on. Steve, you said a key phrase there.
Well, no, that's why I bring it up, because it basically takes like, if you're gonna have a campaign that takes place in like a dungeon and it's a lot of dungeon crawling, maybe they suggest using fast leveling versus like regular leveling, which is better for like long drawn out exploration experience and stuff. But I will say I've gone ahead and calculated experience on all the levels, and there's enough experience that like 1,000 experience per level will be leveling up at a fine pace.
That's if we do everything on every single level.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, I'm giving some wiggle room. So if you guys are in favor of doing fast leveling, we can do 800 experience leveling. If I'll leave that to you as players to let me know.
Isn't this supposed to be a mega dungeon?
Sure. I'm saying like there's good. That's why I bring it up, because it doesn't say like mega dungeon specifically, but it does say if your campaign is primarily dungeon delving, maybe fast experience is better for that fast paced sort of game.
Hmm.
So do you guys have strong preference? I'm fine with doing 800 and we can level up faster.
I'm always a fan of leveling up faster.
Okay.
Same.
Perfect. We're going to do it then. We're going to set our experience to be a fast leveling campaign, which means we get levels at 800 instead of 1,000 experience. Which also means you don't have to fully clear like every level of every dungeon in order to like level up. And if you do clear every level of every dungeon, you'll probably level up more. So 800 experience per level is what we will do.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Rick, are you 100% against it? Are we?
No, I'm not against it.
Okay, cool.
Not at all.
Okay.
That's
Well,
just exciting. I didn't even know this was a thing. Where did you see that, Steve?
it's either in the game mastery guide or it's in the player. I think it's in the game mastery guide actually.
Wow.
Ronald was asking in chat, and that's a question I actually meant to bring up with you guys. So I figured this is a good time to bring it up. We should figure
Nice.
out what we want and then be consistent for the rest of the campaign. So it's like it's an option that they give into the GMs. So anyways, yeah, we've did it, guys. We are making some progress here. Although we only made it like 2 rooms in one night.
Combat, man.
We had a bunch of bad rolls, so I feel like
that damn
it makes
maggot.
sense.
Yeah.
The maggot was a rough one, yeah. Yeah, so I did like some calculations and like I think because Ronald's saying he thinks that it accommodates about 1,200 per level, which I can accommodate. When I calculated like the second level, it was roughly 12. It was about 1,200 for the second level in total experience. So I think you'd basically, if you do the 1,200 experience, which is the slow leveling system, then yeah, you'd be having to clear like every nook and cranny of every level. And I haven't even calculated further down.
Yeesh.
I'm not sure if there's 1,200 experience on the first level actually though either. Either way, we're doing
Good
800.
job, everybody. We survived against all odds.
Survived.
No one died.
Yay!
Yep. So
Shooting.
let's go ahead and do our sign offs. Why don't we start with Jordan and work our way around the screen?
Thanks for watching, listening, participating. We really appreciate all of the interaction in the Twitch chat. It really helps us out as people new to the system and getting used to it. And we promise that as we get more comfortable with our characters and the system itself, that our combats won't take the entire session. But thank you for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Stan Luna.
Yeah. Did you stand Luna this week?
I stand Luna every week.
Oh, okay. All right, Brianna.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night or day wherever you are, or whatever whenever you're watching this. If you're on YouTube, and yeah, stay safe. Wear a mask, please.
Yes, please do. Rick.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. If you want to see more role playing, we'll be playing on Friday night at about 7, finishing a 5e campaign on my channel, at Hollow RPG on Twitch and at Hollowed on Twitter to stay informed. Appreciate all the help there, Ronald. And see you Pathfinder guys next week. Thanks, Steve.
No problem. All right, and Nina.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We really appreciate that you're spending the time to watch us. I know it's 3 hours, but thank you so much. It's really cool. None of us expected it, so it's a nice surprise. Don't forget to wear a mask. Drink vitamin C. You'll never overdose on it. You'll just pee it all out. So drink vitamin C.
Now, I was gonna make some disclaimer about like, are we sure we want to give medical advice? But you are a trained medical professional, so I'm sure it's fine. Go ahead, kids. Drink as much vitamin C as you want.
They put it in everything these days.
Yeah. Anyways, I am Steve. You can follow me on Twitter at Steve the DM. You can find me on Twitch as DM Steve and YouTube on DM Steve. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go down there, click the subscribe button. We need your support. We love you guys. If you're on Twitch, give us a follow. We have a subscriber goal of 50. We're at 26 out of 50, so help us get to that goal. Otherwise, we'll be back here next Wednesday for episode 3 of our Ruins of Gauntlight adventure in the Abomination Vaults. So until then, take care. Thanks for playing this out, Rick. See you guys next time.